And we're back with Unforgettable Conversations. Today we have a very special guest, the one, the only, Robin Madrigal with RBN Fitness. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you doing? That sounded crazy, the one and only.
You are the one and only.
Oh man, no. I feel like it's been a cool journey, and I'm glad that you invited me. I'm stoked to be here.
Dude, I want to hear the story from the very beginning because I feel like
man.
I'm not gonna be like too creepy, but I literally like Insta-stalked you for a bit,
cool,
and I
cool.
saw the story. I was like, wait, this guy, before he even had a gym, he was in a garage? And I'm like, wait, he was a personal trainer before?
Yeah,
and I'm like, wait, he knows Robin Thicke? Like, what's going on? Who is this guy?
Man, it's definitely been a crazy, chaotic, journey, but in the midst of the chaos, God always seems to show you that nobody would be able to do it but him. So when you kind of end up in a place and you look back like, man, why was I going through this, or why was I going through that? You start to really understand like God is the grand orchestrator of life, and you see that things had to happen to put you in positions to be confident in front of the Robin Thicks or the Diplos or whatever,
right.
or front of a crowd of 100 people,
Yeah.
Definitely throws you in the fire and forges you, but in a beautiful way.
Yeah. Hey, God works in mysterious ways. And sometimes he gives you like challenges that he knows you're going to fail at. So that way that you could become a greater person on the other end.
They're going to make you or break you,
Exactly.
know. You're going to either rebel against God or be like, God, I surrender it to you and use me as your humble servant and lead the way.
Yeah. Perspective, dude. Perspective. It's how you interpret it, the life lessons that God gives you.
Amen.
So how did it start?
Oh man, if I go way back, it's just gonna be like forever. But I'll give you the gist of the beginning. So,
Okay.
Me and my brother, I have an older brother. His name's Max. We've always been into sports, soccer, fitness. That was like our biggest thing growing up. I think it's the thing that kept us away from a lot of stuff.
Right.
And then as we got older, we kind of just started working for our dad. Our dad owned a business. It was like a tree service. It was called Javier's Tree Service, like 40 plus years in the industry, and then we did that for a while, and then it was kind of hard,
Right.
family and business. Me and my brother, we love each other. We love our dad. He was always kind of like, we worked with him since we were like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, like out mowing lawns,
Gotcha.
4 or 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
And, it was always one of those things, I think, that we felt entitled to it, that one day we're going to grow up and we're going to take over this business. And we don't.
Okay.
You just thought like that, And then you started getting older and started realizing that our dad just wants to be in control of everything.
Oh, okay.
He built it.
Right, yeah. It's his baby.
It's his baby. And we started getting a lot of weird headbutts. My brother was the first one. Through the grace of God and the talent he had, he's like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm leaving a school. I got a full ride. He's played for Oxnard College. He was like the MVP there and stuff like that.
No way.
Yeah, and then he just went off to CSUMB and he moved away. And then I was behind with just me and my dad, So I tried it for a little bit after that. And then the more I was in it, I was like, what do I love to do? I got to that point. Like, I can't work here. Our relationship's only getting harder. I love my dad. I don't want to, complicate things. So I was just kind of like, let me dig deep and do some soul searching, like, what's my purpose? So I just started praying on it. And then I was in school for business at the time.
Okay.
I was, finishing that up, and then I kind of changed my major, and I just was like, I'm gonna do kinesiology, exercise science.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did that. I just started going all in on it. My brother was a big mentor when it came to school because I was always smart, but I was like never really like. I would do the bare minimum to get by.
Gotcha.
Just the bare minimum. And I was really nervous, man. Like, I went back to college, what am I going to do? Like, I'm starting from nothing. And I was like 24 at the time, 25, like I just put all my eggs in that basket. And then when it didn't work out, it's like, I feel older. Like, what am I going to do? Whatever, So no, I prayed on it and I went hard in school. I ended up finishing and then going to school for exercise science. But in the midst of that, I was like, I need to make money somehow.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so I was like, let me get certified. You know, so I went into it thinking like I'm gonna just get certified, and then as a trainer, and then just get all these clients.
Like it's just gonna happen.
It's just gonna happen, like, because I know I worked with my dad.
That's a dreamer mentality.
It is. It is. You have to dream big, man,
Yeah.
because I'm telling you, life will check you. And at those moments, it's like, is this really what you want?
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like for me, it's what I wanted. You know? I knew that it's something that I've always been into movement, and, you know, movement is medicine. And I know how it made me feel, you know, going from, you know, not knowing anything at the gym, being nervous in the gym, and then me having a mentor in the gym and putting me through things and making me feel comfortable. And I'm like, dang, dude, if it wasn't for that guy, like, I don't know how to use these free weights and
Proper form and everything. Yeah.
and stuff like that. And you start to realize a lot of people in the gym don't know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
And, you know,
They're like almost hurting themselves, and you're just like,
yeah.
But then
man.
again, you don't know. So some people like they just see that and they try to do the same thing.
They try to do the same thing. Yeah. It's kind of like you see someone doing tricep extensions or something, and they're like, let me do the same thing. And they're kind of like, well, I mean, I used to be like that, you know? And it was, you know, a lot of injuries, a lot of things that happened to me, like, because I was soccer, I wasn't weight training, you know? Now I'm like, I could train for whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, at the time, it was like, all I knew was running, technique, this, that, whatever, you know? But, you know, I became super grateful for those people. So I remember I was like, I want to do that, you know? So I got certified, whatever. And then I started getting I got my first job at 24-Hour Fitness in the collection. Well, it was in Ventura because they were opening.
Oh yeah. When they first opened that one
So
up.
before I got, I was already training people, but I wasn't certified.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where like I felt like I know what I'm doing, so I could teach it, but I didn't feel comfortable charging and stuff like that. I kind of just started
like helping out
and doing a lot of free stuff, but in the midst, I'm learning along the way.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah.
So then I just applied after I got my certification. I applied myself, and while I'm getting that NASM certification,
Where do you get the or what is the certification?
so there's a lot of different certifications out there. I remember at the time I just Googled, what's
Okay.
the best certification I can get right now that any gym would hire you with? And I ended up going with NASM,
Oh, okay.
and that's like,
Is that like a state funded one? Or?
no, it's called the National Academy of Sports Medicine.
Okay.
So a lot of trainers are pretty familiar with it. I mean, in the fitness realm, like they're very accredited, you
Right.
know? So I just went into it with that mentality. And mind you, like I'm still going through school and stuff. And like, I just was like, I'm gonna just do this one because it's like the most prestige one.
Right,
Top
yeah.
3 or something. ACSM, NASM, and I forgot the other one. It was like another one. But I went into it and I'm like, dude, why'd I do this one? It was so hard.
Well, I mean, it's the most like
You know?
prestigious one, so it makes sense. That'd be like,
Yeah.
you just went into the Harvard of certifications.
I got humbled, you know,
Uh-huh.
but I was like, no, like I'm gonna do this. I already paid for it, you know. I applied myself like every single night for like, I think it was like 2 months. Like I would spend like 3-4 hours because I wasn't just like skimming through it. I mean, I knew going into it, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Like
Okay.
I need to know everything, you know. And if something doesn't make sense here, I'll look it up on this, you know. Before,
Right,
this is
right.
before AI, you know, like you had to like really do
Read the
research
books,
and
yeah.
read the book. So I read that thing cover to cover, you know. And then that's when I went to like 24-Hour Fitness and
They hired you, and they're like, okay, yeah, he graduated. He got his
I didn't
certification.
even graduate yet.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I was at CSUN at the time. I was
Right.
going through the motions. So I remember working at there, you know, there, and then we went. The Ventura one opened up
Right.
on Telegraph, and I just started working there, and I met so many great trainers, man. Like, I mean, so many shout outs that I can give to people who, because I was new to the game, you know, so I got like a mentor, one of the best trainers I've ever worked with in my life, who's here from Ventura County. His name's Krelson. Like, I didn't even know how to hinge, and I was like applying. I don't know what you know what a hinge is.
A hinge as far as like
when you do an RDL,
yeah.
you push your hips back.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, you know, like I would round my back, and I'm supposed to be a trainer.
See, I feel like that's just in every single day life. People do that and they injure themselves. Like
Yeah.
I work pretty much plumbing construction, and they
Nice.
try to focus on like make sure you're actually lifting something correctly, because if not, you're gonna mess yourself up and it's gonna hurt.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I always had back problems, you know, and I, you know, was working at 24. I met all these amazing trainers who like are all about functional, and, you know, Krelson was good at many things, you know. He didn't have to, he was like the fitness manager at the time, right? And
Right.
he took it upon himself. That's why like I get kind of like emotional, and like he would buy sessions off me.
Oh, that's nice.
So then, and bro, sessions at 24 Hour Fitness are insane.
Yeah.
They're like $800 for 10 packs,
Yeah.
you know? So I'm pretty sure he got some type of discount maybe for like being a trainer.
Right.
But he was like, yeah, I want to learn speed, and because I was good at speed, agility, quickness. I was good at explosiveness. I was good at like sports. That's what my realm was.
Yeah.
But when it came to weight training, like I was good at it myself, but I wasn't good at coaching it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So this dude, like, you know, he bought sessions off me, and I was training him on speed, agility, quickness. But then after that, he would make it like a point to teach me how to train in weight training, because he was like a bodybuilder.
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
great. That's cool. That he's like, you both are like learning from each other.
Yeah, it was amazing, man. He's like one of my day one mentors. And then I met like Sergio Barrientos. He was super cool. I don't know if you know who he is. He's from the city too. And then I met Mike Ball, another amazing trainer. He's like a super crazy jiu-jitsu guy. And it was a cool place to be at 24.
Like different like walks of life, different
Dude,
type
just
of
different.
like
Yeah.
niches coming together and
Coming
like
together.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I know what I'm good at, but it's so cool to learn from like the mastros of these people's realms.
Right.
And then it was like, I just was like, dude, you think you know something in fitness, but then it goes way beyond what you think it is, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, like, you know, I was in school, I had all these professors. I was like, dude, I want to be a freaking coach for LA Galaxy or something. Like I wanted to do, I was like always thinking big. I was like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like I want to train athletes and whatever, you know, and I did eventually, right? But
You did, yeah.
it was like it was so cool in the beginning, you know? And then 24 Hour Fitness started. And dude, nothing bad to say about 24. 24 is awesome. But if you're not like in the realm of sales and you don't understand it, you're just going to be there wasting time.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not like clients come.
Like you have to hunt them down.
You have to like hunt them down and then show your worth.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they could easily just be like, I'll just go somewhere else.
I mean, how, you know, you have to make it worth an $80, 45, 50-minute session.
Yeah.
They have to see results. If they don't, it's like, what did I spend all this money for?
Well, that's true.
You know? So in the beginning, that's where I started. Those were my roots, I feel like. Truly. I mean, before that, there was things, but like training, that kind of set the tone. You
So
know?
it was like a little bit of a stepping stone. 24-hour fitness was a stepping stone for you.
I felt like I didn't want to be a trainer anymore when I was at
okay.
24, because I was like, dude, this is like hard. You know, like, I mean, I love helping people. This is cool, but I'm not making any money. And I'm like in school and stuff.
And then you're still trying to set like you're essentially a fitness trainer and a salesman.
Exactly. Oh, you have to be a salesman. I mean, it was so uncomfortable. You know, like I'd be like in front of the thing, and then they come, because, you know, they'll be like, oh, you get, you know, one free session with one of our trainers.
Right.
And then they'll come to me, and I'm like, all right, after the hour, so what's up? You want to buy $1,000 pack? And they're like, what?
Like, I just signed up because it said $20 a month.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's a free training session.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it's like, I mean, they kind of build you into like this sales machine.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I did good, you know, but I didn't like sales.
Yeah. But
now,
I mean, I feel
now
like
I'm in the game of sales.
I feel like that. I was gonna say that. You kind of like in the training grounds and almost like learning at least a little bit about sales, because eventually you were gonna be doing that more often.
God
working in mysterious way. He gave you a horrible
ways.
job, or maybe not a horrible job, but like a difficult job. But that was gonna be training ground for what you're gonna do now.
Amen. I mean, an uncomfortable uncomfortable situation, you know, but then you get comfortable with it.
Yeah.
With anything in life,
Yeah.
you know,
You adapt.
You adapt. Exactly. And then I started doing that. And then I had a friend, his name was Bravo, one of the best trainers as well, that came out of the city. I don't know if he's training now, but his name was Bravo Romero. And he was like my best friend, you know, and he's like, dude, I work at this place. It's called the Camp Transformation Center. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think my sisters did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe
Both
I
of them
know.
might have done.
Maybe I know.
This was a long time ago.
How long
though.
ago?
Wait, how long ago did you do it?
Like 2018, 2019.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm old now. I'm like, bro, I'd be like at like RBN at the gym and I'll get new clients and they'll be like, yeah, you used to train, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like looking at them, I'm like,
I don't recognize you.
who are you? And they're like, yeah, my mom used to go to the camp and I used to go with her. And I'm like, dude, you're like
you were
older
like that.
now.
And now you're like that.
Yeah. Now she's like tall. Now she's you know, like, it's weird. It's full circle moments.
Yeah,
know?
seriously.
So then he was like, yeah, Bravo, back to Bravo. It's like, I work at this place, dude. I think you'd be great for it, you know? And I'm like, okay. So now I'm coming from this personal trainer, like NASM certified, like I'm so good at technique and teaching you form, and I want everybody to have perfect form, right? Like that's my thing. Like that's what, dude? I never even knew you how to do that. Like you made it seem so easy, you know? And it was like this thing that I would follow because in the beginning, when you're a trainer, I feel like you want to use every scientific term,
right?
You want to go down eccentrically. You want to come up concentrically.
And they're
you
like,
want to do your biceps brachii. And the people are like, dude, I work like 8 hours a day.
Like, tell me if I'm doing it up, right, down.
Yeah, like, you know, and then I don't know, like for me, I think it was also like I'm trying to like
show your worth, I guess.
My worth.
Yeah.
And then also I'm doing flashcards after work for school. So I'm like,
oh, okay, yeah.
So it was a way for me, but they didn't like that, I don't think. So then I ended up I forgot his name. I forgot his name, but he said it best. It's like, as a trainer, follow the KISS principle.
Okay, what's the KISS principle?
Keep it simple, stupid.
I feel like I should have known that.
Yeah,
I feel like I've said that multiple times to other people.
And that's like in everything. Like you got to make it like, I mean, people have you have a lot going on. I have a lot going on. You don't know what this person, that person's going through. And like sometimes even the gym's the one place they can get away and kind of like relieve some stress and stuff.
Right.
You're saying all these terms and they're like, what? Like, just teach me or help me feel good. And I want to release some endorphins and stress and stuff like that.
Removing the stress away, the complication away, and just like, let's do this.
Exactly.
Simple step 1 through 3, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when I went to the camp after Bravo invited me to go work there, I got hired because on paper, like, oh, this guy's a trainer. You
have all everything that they wanted.
Yeah. And I started working there. And I remember that was the first time where like, first he told me to go to shadow this guy. His name was Latarian. And he was like an amazing trainer there too. Like, I mean, I met so many great trainers throughout my career, you know, and they're all from the 805 and they're super, I mean, they had a big influence, right? And this guy Latarian was like, you ready to teach the class? It's 5 a.m., right? I walk in, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll train it. Dude, there's like 50 people. Oh. I'm used to one-on-ones and personal training and NASM, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. And like, I'm looking around, everybody's back is bent. Like, it was like a zoo, you know?
Yeah.
So I was always like, dang, like, I'm trying to fix everybody's form.
Right.
So he's like, okay, then I'm going to teach and then you could go around and help. Bro, I was helping the whole 45 minutes trying to teach every single person, you know? And he then got asked by the owner at the time, her name was Nicole McBroom, which is awesome. She set up the platform. She took me in and stuff. And she was just kind of like, what you think about him? And then Latarian's like, oh, he's great or whatever. And then, okay. So then I got the job. So then I went to Ventura. So then I was like, I'm not ready to teach a class, you know, like I'm not ready at all. Like I've never done warm-ups like this. I've never done boot camp style classes. Like I'm scared, you know, like I'm scared.
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be in front of 50 people when you're like, oh, one-on-one. Now you have 50 people in a room staring at you, waiting for you to give them instructions.
It was pretty gnarly, man. Yeah. And then I would hit up my friend Bravo and I'm like, yo, are you working tonight? He's like, yeah. I'm like, can I come shadow you? I wasn't even getting paid. I'm like, I just want to learn, you know?
Right.
He's like, yeah, come. So I went and he was teaching the class, and he's like, everybody, this is Robin. He's my friend. You know, he just got hired. He's gonna, show you guys around. He'll help, whatever. But I'm gonna lead the class, and he's just gonna be here shadowing me. You know?
Right, right.
Okay, cool. So then he was like doing it, and then the second class came. He's like, you ready? I'm like, for what? He's like, you're gonna teach it, right? And I'm like, mind you, I'm not even getting paid for it.
Right, yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, like I'll teach it. He's like, dude, the 6 doesn't even have that many people. I'm like, okay, because it's 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
Right.
So then the 6 p.m. came, and I remember he was like, all right, get ready. So I go out there, and I'm like, all eyes are on me, dude, like beaming on me. And there's like a lot of people. I'm pretty sure there's like 30, 40 people, right?
Right.
And I'm standing there, I'm just like, all right, guys, so today we're gonna, and then like I stumbled my words or something, and I like ran to the back.
Oh, you just I would have done it. I would have been even worse. I would have been like frozen, just like 30 minutes in, and like someone help me.
Yeah, no, it was in the beginning. The class didn't even start yet.
Uh-huh.
I was just there, and he was there, and then he like stepped in, was like, all right, guys, come on, jumping jacks, whatever.
Right.
And I'm in the back like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. You know, like what did I even come here for, you know? So then I went back out there, and I was like, no, like just do it, right? So I kept shadowing him and seeing stuff, and then the next class, like, you ready for this one? I'm like, yeah. Then I did it, and then I felt good, you know?
Nice. Okay.
And he left. So he's like, bro, I'm leaving. So you have to train it, you know? Like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm gone. He left.
Dang.
So it's
I mean, that's a good mentor, because
that's a
it's
homie.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna force you to do it,
Yeah.
even if you're uncomfortable, and now you have to, like, there's no other option. You need to finish this class.
You need to finish the class, you know? And then, then that kind of led to another thing. And then I got sent to like Simi Valley camp, and
Oh, okay, nice.
they were like, it was like 4 a.m. I woke up at 3:30 to get there, and I met like everybody there. And then I did the class, and at this point I started getting more comfortable, and I'm like, well, I have the tools. Like, I took the classes, like, I might not be able to help every single person in that small amount of time, but
Right.
I'm gonna make it a thing where like I always want to help everybody.
Right.
Because I am the type that like people are paying their hard-earned money.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I look around, and my mom used to be, before I even started working at the camp, she was a member at the camp.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So my mom was overweight and stuff, and she would go there,
Mm-hmm.
and she'd come home and just be like, oh, I'm a little achy and stuff. And I'm like, okay, like, how is it? Like, oh, whatever. Fast forward when I started training there, and I saw moms and grandmas and stuff, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, I imagine that's my mom, and I'm sure they have kids and sons. So it's like they don't know that their moms are here trying to better themselves and get, like fit and get off high blood pressure pills or whatever you think they're on. And it's like, and one simple injury can like ruin that journey.
Yeah, that's true.
So I always took it upon myself to really focus on those type of people, because I really want them to succeed.
Right. Yeah.
Because they have kids, they have nephews, they want to be grandmas, they want to be moms, they want to be able to move the way you're supposed to move and not have to like,
Yeah.
lose the weight, all that stuff. So I quickly started being known for that. Like,
Okay,
Robin,
nice.
oh, we love Robin. Like, he's intense, he's this, he's that. But dude, his form, like, he takes the time. Like, oh, bro, thank you so much, my mom. But like, I started getting all these messages, like, thank you. Like, and I'm like, dude, see, like, this is what it's about. Like, this is my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truly helping and caring, So I ended up leaving the job at 24. And then I stuck to the camp.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was there for a couple
Because you were making
years.
more of a difference there.
I felt it, and the camp was amazing at the time, man. I mean, the community there, I met so many amazing people, man. Till this day, we're friends. I had people that call me their mijo's son, and, get invited to barbecues with the home, like,
Yeah.
you meet different walks of life, man.
yeah.
Like, I was cool with like so many people at the point, and it all went back to, I think, me really caring about their journey, So I worked there for a couple of years, and while I was working there, I was finishing up school. And then just the more time came, the more comfortable I got with it. And I was working at Thousand Oaks Camp, Ventura Camp, Oxnard Camp, all these things, and then I
So
started.
you were there for a while then, huh?
I was there for like 2018, 19, 21, 22. like 4 years, 5
Oh,
years.
okay, okay. So a good amount of time, yeah.
4 or 5 years, I think, something like that. I mean, I learned a lot, you
Right,
know.
yeah.
And then, like I said, you meet a lot of people, and then boom, COVID happened in 2020,
Yeah.
and COVID happened, and like I don't want to share too much information, just because you know, it doesn't really matter at this point. But you know, then I met somebody, and then I mean, it was all during COVID, right? Like I met this girl, and then COVID happened. Together for 3 months, right? Got pregnant.
Right away.
So
Yeah.
COVID, pregnancy, the gym's closed down. So I didn't know what was gonna happen with work, and I have a baby on the way.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There was
You
like,
know?
I mean, the social distancing didn't even happen until like another 8 months after that.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
So
everything was
then,
shut down.
yeah, so it happened around March when like COVID happened. She got pregnant around July or June, I think.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, and I remember like I didn't know what to do. So I started doing Zoom trainings. Like I started training people at the park, like at Kimball Park.
Right.
And I didn't know, like I never was the type, because I respect people too much
Mm-hmm.
to now that I'm a business person too, right? Because I was a trainer first, business second.
Right.
I was never the type to go and try to poach clients.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People do that to me all the time now,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and I don't like the feeling, you know. But I never went and was like, hey, you could follow me, or you can do this, or I just had a social media account,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a lot of friends, and I was like, if anybody wants to come out, I'm doing training and donations are appreciated.
That's not a bad model. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I had people from 24 clients that at one point. I had people from the camp. I had people from soccer trainings that I would do. I had people from every
Family members,
and
whatnot.
stuff. And
Yeah.
it would get packed
Okay.
at Kimball. Yeah.
Oh.
I was all scared because then cops would drive by, social distancing, and I would look at them and they'll just be like, wow, they're cool.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
thank you. Like, I'm trying to make a living, you know?
Yeah.
So I did that for a while, and then I would do like every day, like a 8 a.m. and a 6 p.m. at Kimball
Uh-huh.
group training. And a lot of trainers started doing that after.
So the camp was completely closed.
It was closed.
Okay,
and it
yeah.
took a while for it to open up again. But when they opened up, it was kind of different.
Right.
It was like very careful, and there were
Mhm.
like squares taped. And there was like
The distancing
this
and everything.
distancing.
Yeah.
And they didn't have all the classes anymore.
Gotcha.
They would just have like certain amount of classes, or we'll be outside, and it was like different.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha. So they laid all the coaches off?
So I think in the beginning a lot of us got on that unemployment stuff. You know?
Okay, yeah.
But then when they opened up again, we all came back.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But some didn't. Some were like, I'm doing too good now on my own, because it was like a
Well, that's
blessing
true,
in
yeah.
disguise. I mean, you got some people became very like, I'm gonna just do this, go back to school. I've always wanted to do this. Let me do
Right.
this.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
other people were like, well, I'm gonna do this, and this. And then I was like, I'm gonna keep going to school and go all in on this.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right,
so I
right.
started doing, like I said, online trainings, Zoom trainings, camp. I was at the camp doing online Zoom trainings for them.
Right,
I
right.
was like from my living room
Mhm.
in the beginning, and then they would call me in, and like now we could do trainings here, and it was all that. It was like a mess.
Nice,
you know?
nice. Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean,
like I said,
all everything that was going on back
was
then, it was
and it was
crazy.
scary, and then,
Yeah.
you know, and like in the
There was like essential workers,
essential workers,
yeah, and whatnot. So
It was crazy.
restaurants were closed, and then eventually they did the outside seating, but it was limited.
It was
A lot
gnarly.
of businesses went under.
I remember Two Trees was the one. I don't drink anymore, but at the time, their micheladas during COVID hit different. You know,
Yeah.
they were shout out Two Trees, but no, I mean it was crazy. It was bizarre, and I just went all in on the training, and
Right,
I had
yeah.
a baby on the way, and then I was like building a home gym at the time, because I was like, I want a gym because I want to work out.
Right,
so I
right.
built a garage gym at my dad's house.
Oh, okay.
So I
Okay.
just started investing in like equipment and stuff, and I started training there for me. And I didn't like taking people there because my dad's older. I think he's like 77 now.
Oh,
And at the time, he must have been like 70 or something. And
Gotcha,
we didn't know
yeah.
anything about COVID. So I was like,
you don't want to
yeah,
bring people
there.
yeah,
And people would
especially
tell me, like, can we come train at your gym? We'll pay you, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, throwing money at me. I'm like, no, like, I can't, you
Yeah.
know? So that's kind of like where everything was. I started really understanding who I was
Mhm.
as a trainer.
Right, right, right.
But along the way, I would always pray.
Yeah.
That was always like number one. Like, God, like, I'm so confused. Show me, you know? And even if it's good, if it's bad, like, show me. I mean, it was like for me a blessing in disguise because I was training and doing this and doing that. I was able to do that, save up some money as my ex at the time was pregnant.
Right.
But I was also going to school online. So I wasn't.
Yeah, because you hadn't finished it yet, right?
Yeah. So I didn't have to commute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mind you, I was waking up at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning, driving to CSUN.
Yeah.
Doing CSUN for 12 units, and then going home. On my way home, I'd stop at Thousand Oaks and do the 5, 6, 7 p.m. class.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I did it.
I mean, that's adapting.
Everybody
yeah.
adapts.
Yeah.
I think the human race is really good at adapting.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
definitely. I think people mentally think like, I could never do that. But it's like, no, you probably can. It's just,
How bad
how badly do you want it? And then how uncomfortable are you willing to get?
Yeah. It's all about getting uncomfortable.
Yep.
And that's like one thing I tell people, like, you got to get comfortable getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's the only way you'll ever, I mean, pretty sure everyone has their own ways, but that was mine. I would just get uncomfortable and learn, you know?
Which I think the moment someone really realizes like you got to do things that other people aren't willing to do to get results that other people aren't willing to, or not unwilling, but like unable to get.
Yeah.
And it's due to that. I mean, like you were able to build your business based off of like some sacrifices that you had to do.
Yeah.
And you adapted, and you got the end result.
Preaching, man. Look at you. Hey, you know how to talk, bro.
Sometimes. So, like I said, I read a lot of books, but even then, it's mainly I'm just regurgitating what I read.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing, man. Those are all good books up there. Oh, nice. Atomic Habits.
Oh yeah. I go crazy sometimes on some books.
Nice.
Nonstop. I have like a pile literally of just like, so everything on those shelves. Unfortunately, the fans can't see this, but everything on the shelves I've officially read. That pile that's up there by the hat.
Okay.
Those are the ones I'm working on.
Oh, nice.
So I'm still working on those. So there's still a lot
Daily
of stuff.
Stoic, dude. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
there's a lot of good stuff that I've read before.
I like that, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So, that's kind of like I was in the chaos and stuff.
Right. Thousand Oaks, doing all those classes, school, and then COVID.
Baby on the way. And I remember something happened, where I knew early on, like, this is not gonna work out. So I got down on my knees and I told God, I said, God, I don't know what's next. Like, I don't know, you know. I know that this is a not consequence so much, but like you can repent for what you did. Doesn't mean you'll escape the consequences, but God's the ultimate redeemer, right?
I was preaching.
Oh, amen. So, and I told him, you know, forgive me. I hope it works out, but if it doesn't, the one thing I ask of you is help me be the best provider I can be to this boy.
I mean, that's good.
You know?
That's respectable right there.
You know, like that's all I ask, because put me through whatever you have to put me through, but make sure he's always good and help me be good for him and be the best father I can be, you know, because I've never been a dad, you know. And the next day, right? The very next day, my sister's like, hey, like, I have this. Or she was friends with him. Her and Robin and April is Robin's wife. Now, they're awesome. I love them, dude. They're like, I mean, my son and his son grew up together, you know?
That's nice.
Oh, that was a weird thing, too. I'll get to that right now. So, she's like, yeah, like, and I was telling her, I'm just freaking out. Like, I'm doing this, I'm teaching, I'm doing this, but I still have a kid on the way. Like, what am I going to do? Blah, blah, blah. She reached out to him and was like, hey, I have a brother who's a trainer, you know, all this stuff. Okay. So then he sends me a text. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I'm ready whenever you are. And then he's like, I got a text from him, you know, and I'm like, all right, well, blah, blah, blah. What about tomorrow? Whatever. He's like, I'm in the studio. I'll hit you up later. Didn't hear from him for like a month. So I just gave up on it. I was like, whatever, I'm going to just keep going with my life, you know?
Right. So
I was still like training and stuff. And then I had a best friend. And he was like the first dude that I told I had a kid on the way. And unfortunately, he passed during COVID. Oh. Right? So I remember I was just bummed, dude. Like, I was like, what? Like, you know, like I was just like going through it. And then the next day, I got a text like, hey, like, I'm ready to train. Can you come today? And I was like, oh, yeah, like, I'll come right now, you know? And mind you, I'm like bummed, just driving over there, you know, like my friend died, you know, and I was just like, dude, what am I going to do, you know?
Right.
And I remember I prayed also on the way there, like, God, like, if this is like an opening, like, help me continue to grow as a trainer. Like I said, you know where my heart's at. Like, I want to be the best dad, the best person I could be for that boy. He's on his way, whatever. You know, I lost whatever. I hope he's good and all that stuff. I mean, it was deeper than that, but I'm just trying to get to the gist of it.
Right. Right.
And then I get there and it was like, I trained him and he was like, okay, we'll try it out for another week and I'll let
And
you
this
know.
is, I don't think a lot of people know who you're talking about because you just said Robin,
Oh,
but
and that's weird too because his name is, Robin.
you're Robin, but then the other person's Robin too.
Thick, right?
Robin Thick, yeah.
So it was like one of those things where I was like, I look back, I'm like, see, that was God. I'm like, how many people are named Robin? And how many people train like their own name, you know?
Yeah.
And especially someone like that, you know? But it was uncomfortable because it was my first celebrity client at the time.
Yeah.
So I remember I went to his house and
Which to think that's like obviously shout out to your sister for giving you that connection,
yeah.
but that is crazy. Like out of nowhere, you're just like, boom, Robin Thicke as a client.
in the midst of chaos, friend dying, baby on the way, all this stuff, God always threw me like a lifeline. Like, I know you're going through this. There's a reason why you're going through this. Keep your eye on me and keep following me. I'm going to get you out, you know? And I'm not saying he got me out now, but I mean, I think life is you learn how to be calm in the chaos and you learn how to adapt to situations, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not so much trials are always going to come.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Betrayal, people coming at, all these things are always coming. You just have to learn how to love thy neighbor. That's why it's he said, as long as you love God with your whole heart and, all these things. And the number 2 commandment is love thy neighbor as thy,
Yeah.
And I understand it now,
Yeah.
Forgive them for they do not know, people in general.
Yeah. It's
Not
somewhere,
everybody, but,
yeah. Somewhere in the Bible, I think it says like what they do for like evil, like you can repay them with good.
That makes all the difference.
That makes big difference.
Preaching. I love that. I love that, man.
We're just throwing it back and forth.
But it's true,
But
man.
it's true,
like
yeah.
that's like one thing like I had to learn. I had to, and it made all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about God will give you the peace that surpasses all human understanding. And I never knew what that meant. I'm like, bro, I'm not at peace. This sucks, It's until you let him change your heart from the inside out and you love more like Jesus and you start to understand that he is the way, the truth, and the life.
Yeah.
And no one comes to the Father except through him. And he doesn't want you to necessarily fear God, but he wants you to follow him with your whole heart. And in the midst of it, you start to understand what fear God means.
Yeah.
So I think, I got off topic, but.
No, but hey, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, we know.
So
And then,
Robin Thicke, you trained him for the first time.
And then on the way back, he's like, I'll let you know. Like, I was like, oh, man, he didn't like my training, because that's prestige stuff. Even though I did this, I was already had the tools. I think that I was like, almost like, I didn't feel like I was ready. But that was my own insecurities that I had to deal with,
Right.
And I trained him, I think, for like 3 more free sessions. It was like free.
Okay, yeah.
And then he told me, he's like, this is what we're going to do. This is what I'm expecting. And this is like how I'm going to do this and do that. And at this point, we'll train, And I was like, okay, we'll see how long this goes for. Right. So then, in the beginning, I feel like it was cool. It was awesome. And then we ended up building like a relationship. But backtrack, like it was like weird. Like I trained him, and then the next day I was training my sister's friend at the time, and she knew another celebrity, right? So she's like, "Hey, can you come train my friend?" I told him about our trainings. He's like, "Yeah, bring him over here." I'm like, "Okay," like I'm down. Okay, he's gonna follow you on Instagram right now. Okay, boom, Diplo follows me.
Diplo, the one and only. Wow.
I was in the garage with like all my friends, and I was like, and they're all into DJs and stuff, and we're training, and I'm like, yo, what the, bro, you know? And then everyone's like, that's effing Diplo.
Was it a mistake or like who is this? Yeah.
And it was just crazy, man. And then like, I mean, there's so much stuff. I mean, there's so many testimony there, and there's just a lot that goes into it. But I think it kind of taught me a lot about my training and how I am and stuff, and it made me more confident because I was able to. And I mean, and more came after that, but it's like I just was able to be in these situations comfortably where I'm like, I'm a great trainer. I did the work, you know, like
you have your certifications and everything.
Things, but at first it was like, I think we all kind of questioned ourselves.
In the beginning, did you ever feel like having like an imposter syndrome?
Dude, I was about to say that, imposter syndrome.
Okay, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was about to say it. Yeah, I had imposter syndrome.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I had to learn how to.
So it felt like I shouldn't be doing this, but like I'm here training with Robin Thicke. I'm here training like Diplo's coming to my place to actually you were going to his place?
Yeah,
I'm going to his place to train with him. So it's like, am I actually like legit? Am I making it, or am I like just this random person that shouldn't be here?
Yeah, I felt that, man. And it wasn't until like I think you get uncomfortable. And then you get comfortable, you know? And I started understanding very quickly, like, oh, man, I do this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I do.
This
is what I do.
Yeah.
And then it ended up becoming, you know, they're really cool. I gave them great training. I trained Diplo, I think, for like a year and a half or something. I trained Robin. I mean, the last time I trained him was last year, like, I think December.
Okay, so still
like
a long
4 months
time,
ago or something, yeah. But I think I just got really busy with the gym.
Right.
I ended up opening up a gym.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So
we're getting there. there.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are like, wait, what? We still don't know what RBN is, but it's like, no, we're getting there. This is all the origin story.
Yeah, this is the origin. So then a lot of people from the city started seeing what I was doing.
Right.
And they were all asking me about training. They want to train with me. And mind you, I'm like doing the park training during COVID. I'm training these people, you know, I'm going to LA, I'm going to Malibu, dude, I put like 50,000 miles on my car in like 9 months.
No,
bro.
The average is like 10,000 a year.
It was crazy.
That's wild.
And I was just grinding, you know, and I was like, I got to build. Because once that baby gets here, man.
So this was even before that, like you were just still like grinding, putting it in.
Yeah,
work.
Well, my baby was already on the way, and that's when like all these opportunities started opening after I did that prayer.
Right.
You know, so God opened up doors, and He knew. I don't think God exists in time. I think that He makes plays and stuff like that before we even. It's already written.
Yeah, everything's written.
As long as you're just obedient.
Yeah.
You know, so
He's got a master plan.
Yeah. God's perfect divine time. I mean, it's crazy. So then I was doing all that for a while, and then I got to a place where baby was here, still doing all these things, still training, and nothing changed. I'm still doing all these things, you know?
Right.
And then, you know, it was just very different after that. I was still training at the camp too, I think, at the time. I don't remember. I think I was doing like 1 or 2 classes, you know? So it was like hard to let go of that because I love the community at the camp, and it was like, oh, like I can't do that no more.
Right,
you know?
right.
So with the baby and all this stuff, man, it was really hard. And, you know, I ended up just quitting the camp, and then I just
focusing more on personal training.
So it was just mostly personal training at the time. And then at this point, I was like a single dad. You know, it was like 1 week on, 1 week off. My baby was like 2 months old, bro. Like,
so this was already like 2021, right?
2021.
Yeah.
Graduated at that time.
Oh yeah, finished everything.
I ended up finishing school. That's like another whole thing, but that was hard. But I ended up doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I finished, and then that made me feel even more confident in my training, who I am as a trainer.
You had your certifications, you have your degree, you have all this experience now. You've had training sessions with celebrities.
Yeah, I felt like I was.
Yeah, getting all those notches on your belt.
It was so crazy, man. Backstory on something really fast. So I went to CSUN, right? In 2014, there's this thing called The Big Show. This is like just a crazy little backstory that I thought was like, whoa. Because there's always full circle moments in my life. and this was one of them.
Uh-huh.
So I remember I went to the big show with my cousin, Robin Madrigal, and some friends and stuff. He was in school at the time. I worked for my dad, but he's like, hey, there's this thing at CSUN. It's called the Big Show. You should come. I'm like, okay, I'll come, you know. And it was like Big Sean, and then the opener was Diplo.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, yeah.
So then I was like, oh, this is cool, man. Like, I don't even know who these people are. Big Sean I knew because I was like into rap, but I wasn't really into EDM. So then fast forward, I'm training him.
Diplo,
right?
yeah.
I'm at his house, and we're talking. He's talking to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm at school, CSUN, whatever. And he's like, oh, I'm doing the Big Show for them like via Zoom.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, that's kind of trippy. Like, I went to that Big Show in 2014. Now we're here in 2020 or 2021. I forgot what it was, and you're doing the Big Show. Yeah. He literally did it. Like, well, I think I was there waiting to train him or something. It was weird.
That is pretty crazy. Like from being just a bystander in the stadium or wherever they held it to personally having a conversation before he does it.
Yeah.
And gonna be training him.
Crazy.
That's wild.
And then that's when I was like, bro, this is trippy. Like, and that's the year I graduated. I think,
okay.
Or 2020, 2021. It was like somewhere around there. My dates were all messed up, but it was like I was pretty much finished.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So then, so then that was pretty weird. And then we go back to, that was just a backstory.
That was actually pretty cool though.
That's pretty cool.
That's like you're a student compared to like graduating and now technically on the opposite side.
Crazy, man. It was weird. It was weird.
I mean, not a lot of people run into those situations. I mean, like how many people can truly say that they've even ran into an actual celebrity in person, just like at a restaurant or something like that? I mean, it's rare. Unless like you really like are down there, like in LA, Malibu area.
In like LA,
sure,
lifestyle.
yeah, it'll happen, but run into one in the grocery store. But for the most part, to go to people's houses, that's rare.
And they're the homies, we ended up building a good relationship and stuff like that. And got super inspired by him when he started his run club and stuff like that. So now we have a run club. So
I know I want to get into that too.
Where were we? I don't even.
So pretty much, you graduated.
Oh yeah.
You had your kid.
Left. Yep. 1 week on, 1 week off. Single dad.
You still hadn't started RBN.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. This was 2022.
Okay.
So then,
finishing off 2021 is where we left off.
Yeah. So then I'm in 2022, and I was like, I'm gonna start training at the garage, like clients.
Right. Your dad's garage.
My dad's garage.
Yeah, okay.
And I put it out there, and I got a big following, I think, because they saw what I was doing and this and that, and they knew like he must know his stuff if he's doing all this. And he graduated, he did this, he did that, And I had this girl, her name was Erica, super amazing woman. She is from the city. I forgot her name. I feel bad. Erica Flores Martinez, but she makes logos, and she was a client of mine at the time. So a lot of people were coming to me, and she's like, "You need to this is cool. Like you're Robin. Like, you do this. You're training. Look at you're in the garage. Look how many people are in the garage. Like, you need to brand yourself." And I'm like, I don't know what to brand myself as. Like, what do I do? She said, I'll make you a logo. I do that for a living. I do logos. I'm like, all right. And then she charged me, but whatever. I like to support too.
Yeah.
I try to help vendors all the time. So, and just people in general. I mean, we all help each other. I mean, we're called to. We're called to serve.
It's like community.
It
like
is.
You're gonna support wherever someone's doing something different. You're gonna help out.
And it's something about helping them out that they want to do the same for you in the future.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing that. She sent me different logos, and they were all good, but they were kind of flashy. So
okay.
I wanted something that can grow with what I had envisioned, And I was like, hey, like make it more like plain, like, there's a swoosh Nike sign, there's Adidas, there's like stuff like that. Like I just wanted pastel, something super, just
something plain. You could throw on a t-shirt and just call it out,
day. RBN Fitness. So I was like, she was like, okay. And then she sent me some stuff. And a lot of it had to do with me. Because she made me do a survey. Like, what do you like? Like, what's your favorite color? And all that stuff.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. She's like, like, I saw your survey and stuff. And like, it's like you, like, you're the one, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, but I never wanted it to be about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be about everybody, community, what RBN Fitness, what it is now. So I was like, no, like I can't. Like I don't want it to be about me.
Yeah.
It's not about me.
Big
You
old
know?
picture of Robin right there.
Yeah. Like, one of them was like a kettlebell with my name.
Oh.
So she ended up. I was like, do something else, and then she did something else, and I thought I already had the idea, but I was like, results begin now. You know.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's where the slogan
That's
came
where
from.
RBN stands for. Results begin now. People always think it stands for Robin.
Oh, okay.
It
So
doesn't.
obviously I knew what it stood for, but I'm like, yeah, it kind of does. Like
Yeah.
RBN, Robin.
Yeah. So it was results begin now
Results
because it's
begin
one
now.
of those things where it's like, as soon as you take the first step in your journey, not only are you going to start to notice a difference, but you'll notice a difference not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, mindset. I mean, you go to my gym, there's scripture on the wall, you know, like it's just a different community we have, you know, and it's organic and it's built from nothing, you know, like it's like I just went and I bought a gym or something. Like it was from the,
Yeah, you
I mean,
built it from the ground up.
You heard the story, right? So
I saw some of the videos where it's
Super
like it was
protected.
just completely plain. Like you went in there and you did the work. And you
Yeah.
had people there putting in like all the flooring and all that stuff. So
it
it's-
wasn't through my own doing. That's all God.
Yeah.
It's all God. Because I did the work. I was obedient. God opened up the doors.
Yeah.
You know? So,
So in the beginning, you brought people to the garage.
yeah.
How many people actually showed up the first day that you
Man,
started?
I think I had like one class only. It was like 5 p.m. and I had like 8 to 10 people.
Okay, that's still
Yeah.
pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
And
for
then-
day one, yeah.
And then it
Pretty
got
good.
packed. And then I was like, let me add a 6. Then that got packed. And then I got a 7. You know?
Oh, so you were doing like 3 classes.
dude
and-
back out in the garage. And
No
I was,
way.
yeah. So then I remember like I was like, this is becoming like a liability, you know? Like, bro, it got to one point when there was like 20 people.
in one garage.
Dude, 400 square feet. I had to use the backyard.
No way.
Yeah.
Dang,
Those-
wow. Those are good problems. Those are always good problems.
They're good
but-
problems, but they're stressful.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah. So then she made me the logo. Finally, like, no, this is the one. I'm gonna just go with it now.
Mhm.
I had so many people. I mean, throughout my career, dude, like I have so many people that like chapters in my life that believed in RBN
Mhm.
and gave, you know, their heart to it.
Right.
And I'm so thankful for all of them because like, let's throw an event, you know? I'm like, okay. Like, yeah, come on, let's start doing this. We'll make the poster. They would make posters before AI because I feel like now AI can help you with that.
Right.
But it's like, dude, like from scratch. That's how I got super good at making posters. A lot of the posters
that
you see, I
Adobe.
make, you know,
Yeah.
Adobe and all that stuff, Canva and all that.
Canva, yeah.
So, you know, let's make this. It's the grand, you know, this is RBN Fitness, you know, like, okay, you know, I had vendors like they did donuts, protein donuts. And
This was still at the
Garage.
At the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were bringing people.
oh, dude.
Dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like Stephanie. Her name was Stephanie. She did protein donuts. I had plant-based mommy who, full circle moment. Now she's doing a lot of my run clubs. She does the juices.
Oh, okay,
but she
okay,
was
okay.
there. You know,
Uh-huh.
she did her juice. I mean, amazing
So
juices.
really
you know?
community, yeah,
and it's like,
oriented.
and it was built from people who knew each other from a garage and community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I didn't reach out to people. We're all just there,
Yeah.
you know? And then this other girl, Megan, she was really good at like the little stuff, the waivers and this and that. And I was never in business, dude. Like I was a trainer. All these things, like I said, God works in
God's
mysterious
hand,
ways,
yeah.
you know? He had his hand in it the whole time.
Mhm.
So then, you know, I had an event, right? So like it was like RBN Fitness, the grand, it was probably a video of it still on my Instagram. You know?
I saw
Yeah.
a couple different ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, and I got my videographer, this guy Nick Brush, who like I knew from high school, you know. And then I'm like, hey, bro, can you come? This girl Janelle Garcia, can you come and do this and do that, you know, like blah blah blah. And then we had our first event. We learned a lot from it, but dude, like 40, 50 people showed up, you know.
Dang.
was
That's still a
weird.
good amount of people.
Yeah, it was like crazy. So then I was like, whoa, you know, like people were buying shirts. I made shirts by Compound Frankie. I don't know if you know who he is. Frankie, he does shirts. He does a lot of my merch.
All the customized
Yeah.
logo shirts, right?
Yeah, and we sold them there. And then at the time, my sister had a boyfriend who worked for Los Angeles Apparel. He like hooked me up with like Yeezy hoodies, like to put
No way.
RBN on. Like,
No way.
It was weird, dude. It was like everything was coming together. And then
But this is still before you
This is
opened
still
up
the garage.
Yeah, it's still the garage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's wild.
Yeah, so this was
So it's like
2022.
everything was just kind of like
was just
perfectly
boom,
like
boom,
falling into place.
falling into place. And at this time, I was training, I think, Robin still and doing other personal clients in Malibu. And then I would do the garage and a little bit of park stuff. Like I was still like doing my thing. And I was doing all this like on 2-3 hours of sleep. My son was like 3, 4, 5 months old.
Right.
6 months, 7 months. Like it was crazy, bro. Like where there's a will, where there's a way, God had its hand in it the whole time. So then, I could go on about my son. Everybody knows I'm a dad. So like I could talk about that situation the whole time, but I would have never had it any other way because we built a bond that you see till this day, and I've
seen a couple of videos where
you have a daughter.
Yeah, daughter. Yeah.
So you're going to know.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And right now is the time, I learned this. I had to learn this. Like the first, I think 2 years of their lives are like where they know their safe space.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss anything and
definitely
take it all in, so, I was doing all that. And then I was living in Camarillo at the time, and it was just getting really hard. Like driving.
Is that where your dad had his place too?
No, his was in Nyland Acres.
Oh, okay. So you were driving from Camarillo to there
to Nyland
to do the sessions.
So I was driving from my apartment in Camarillo all the way to my mom's house on Woolley and Ventura.
Oh, okay.
And then I would drive all the way to Nyland.
That's a long distance.
And then I'd go back to here and then go back to Camarillo.
No wonder you were burning through like your miles. Yeah,
Dude.
you were putting in that. That was probably just one day, huh?
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and that's not even mentioning I would drive in Malibu like at 7, 8 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom would have, that was hard. So my mom would have to drive to my apartment.
Because she was taking care of the baby. Right? Yeah, gotcha.
But she's like, but I'm not going to go there in the evening. You could bring him to me. I was like, all right. So that's why people, I'm sure you've seen this before, like with other people. It's like they see like what you have and they think it's like, oh, he can do it. I can do it too. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
sacrifices.
I feel like I'm a true believer that if you put your mind to it, anybody can do anything.
Anything.
Regardless of the situation, anybody can do anything. It might be different.
Yeah.
It might be easier for other people. There's sometimes that some people are born with finances, with help, with just a silver spoon in their mouth. There's other people that have way less than you, and they still figure out a way to do it. Yeah. So
it's crazy.
It's possible.
It's possible. Anybody can do it. Give it to God. They can do it. I've just had people tell me weird things before, like it's hard.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. That was weird. But anyways,
you're good.
So then 2022, 2023 happened. So
shirts, logos,
and
everybody's helping out.
I got
community
event, and then I just kept meeting great people, man. I mean, that's what it's about. Community, meeting. This client does this client does that, and you start to kind of puzzle it together. And we would just have more events and bigger events, and I would get humbled, I'd be like, why is this happening? I don't know what's happening at this point. So then when I saw how big it was getting, I was like, at my garage and stuff like that, I was like, okay, now's the time. Oh, I mean, there's more to it. I mean, I had
Tell me.
I've had investors reach out to me.
Okay, nice.
And I think that was like another crazy bridge where it was like, and again, you pray on it, like, hey, God, like, if this is the investor that like is meant for me, I'm not gonna name names, but let it like show it, right? And then he'll show you like the contracts and stuff, and it just didn't make any sense, especially as a new upcoming person, like. So I had people around me that had lawyers and stuff like that. So I show it to them and they'd be like, bro,
they're taking half or more than half.
Like you're better off doing this, this, and this, and this.
Right.
Just keep building just keep doing what you're doing.
Your brand, I guess you could say.
Just keep doing it. Like not suffer, but like put in the work and just keep going. So I think I waited like another year. And when I got to the point where there was so many people in my garage, to the point where I got scared. I mean, my dad's out.
Yeah, you're packing out like 3 different classes.
I don't want to like get him in trouble.
Right.
And then neighbors were getting mad about the music and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, I really need to start thinking. I'm like, dude, like, God, just make a way, like, make a way, make a way. Something happened when it was like the last, one of the last court dates I had for custody of my son. And, you know, we had 50-50 and, you know, he moved and stuff, and I still have him now, but it's just not as much time. Right.
Right.
But I remember leaving the courthouse and I was bummed. I'm like, dude, like, there's always something that happens. But then I'm like, but God, no matter what, I trust you fully.
Mm-hmm.
Just help me continue to be the provider I need to be, you know? And then the next day I met the owner of the building I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had nothing. I mean, not that I had nothing. Thank God I had all this behind me, but I didn't have on paper, I can just go rent out a spot.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
To
Like,
jump, make that big move right
that
away.
big move. Like you have to go through certain things, have an LLC for a certain amount of time. There's just like a lot that goes into it.
Right. Right.
And show like that you know.
Yeah. Pretty much show your finances if you're going to be able to stay there for X amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I met the dude directly. Super awesome guy. One of my clients actually introduced me to him, and he saw my Instagram. I showed him like, look, this is what I do. Like, you know, like this is who I blah 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 blah. And he's just like, all right, you know, like, let me text you. And then he started texting me, like negotiating, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to negotiate. Is this good or not? You know, and I would send it to people, and people would be like, say this, say that. You know, this is what we do. Like, no, say this. You know, and then it ended up working out. Like, it just worked out. You know, because I'm not a negotiator at the time. I was just like so new to it, you know?
Right.
So then we showed a lot of stuff that we had to show and stuff like that. And we met up, and then he was like, all right, you know, this is what it is. And I brought somebody and we looked over it, and then I was like, all right, you ready? I'm like, yeah. And I signed off.
Signed the lease and came to an agreement.
Just came to an agreement. And after I got the key, and that's when it got real.
Dang,
you know,
that's
and
wild. How did you feel
scared
when you got that key?
Oh man, at the time, I just didn't want to fail. Like, not myself, obviously that, but I didn't want to fail like the clients. You know, I didn't want to fail my family. Like, I didn't want to fail. Like, I just felt so much pressure.
Yeah,
So much pressure. Like, I was like, it's real. You know, like, you think that you get to a point, and then it's just like that's the end game, but that's when it barely starts.
Yeah.
You know, like all that story that I just said was amazing. I never took it for granted. Like, I love it. Like, it built me into like this person
you are now.
You know?
Yeah.
But when I got the key, that's when I was like, okay, before anything, I got a lot of my clients to go to the gym. And we wrote down our favorite scriptures on the ground. And we all
I remember seeing that too on one of the Instagram posts. I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah. And I was like, and you know, a lot of them in that video are still with me till this day. I mean, they're my day ones, you know? I mean, everybody, I love everybody, beginning, middle, end. They're all part of RBN's journey, you know? Like I said, I try my best to be like, it's not even about me, because RBN is what it is now. I'm separate from that now. Sorry for getting away from the mic.
No,
like,
you're good, you're good.
This is a community now.
Right, yeah.
And you need to take care of it. Like, it's like I mean, you see people who hang out outside of there. Someone's going through something. They reach out to somebody from there. Like, it just became something that's completely out of my control at this point, you know? And I'm just a trainer there. I mean, if it has to come down to stuff, like, I have to obviously do stuff, but I try my best to lead a certain way, you know? And we wrote that down, and we prayed, just let this be a sanctuary where your people come, you know, let your kingdom come, let your will be done. Whoever steps through that door, you know, let them feel you in everything, you know?
Right, yeah.
Because this has nothing to do with us. Let this be yours, you know?
Right.
And yeah, man.
You're bringing it back to God.
It's God's. Because that's a sanctuary where people come, and you get messages all the time, you know, about where they were, and then you know, coming here, and this, and testimonies, and transformations. And,
right, yeah.
You know, and then I'd never take it for granted. And I'm just so thankful that we were able, through the whole community, everybody, through the walks of life were able to build something, you know?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, like I said, it was me. I can't say that because it wasn't. I told you guys, it was like all these community things, you know?
Everybody contributed, but then eventually it became like
RBN
RBN Fitness.
And at that point, like, that's when it all started. I mean, from that point on, it was like
the challenges of like getting the team together. How did that go?
Man, dude, I met so many great trainers throughout. I told you guys.
Yeah,
you
through
know,
like 24-hour fitness,
all
the
that
camp,
stuff.
and then other people that you've probably worked with.
And it was like I was able to reach out to like certain ones that I worked with in the past, and they came in, and a lot of like, you know, they would come in, leave, come in, you know, someone went off and got their doctorates in like physical therapy, you know, yeah, we had great trainers, you know. And then you have like the trainers we have, you know, now, like just amazing people who are passionate about what they do.
How big is your team now?
We only have, so it's me, Andrew, our manager, Leanne, who's like the momager.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Jeremiah. So there's four of us.
You guys.
Yeah,
okay.
4 of us.
But to think it was like you by yourself in your dad's garage,
yeah,
to having a full-on storefront like location, like that place is right on the main road. Like it's big, it's obvious. I love how you have your logo sign now.
Oh yeah,
that you guys got that in, and I was like, dude, that looks awesome. Like you could drive by and see it, and it's obvious, and you could see people working out there.
Yeah, I mean, it was so crazy because, like I said, full circle moment. My first job ever as a trainer was down the road.
Right, 24-hour fitness.
And like not even maybe like 0.10 miles is like the spot.
It's like if you would have been like seeing yourself back then as a personal trainer at 24-hour fitness, be like, dude, in a couple of years, literally like less than a mile away, you're gonna be working on your own gym. That's wild.
And it was hard, man. I mean, the first year was really hard. Just learning a lot about myself, about leadership, about clients, you know, like how to deal with things and stuff like that. And like I said, like you meet so many great, I mean, I have like this like amazing, I mean, you know, you met all these people from the garage, from here, from there who followed me, but you also meet people from the beginning of RBN storefront, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Julie and like they're one of my good friends now. And I mean, anything I need, like, hey, I need this printed, or hey, I need this, like, you know, like they just volunteer at the time, you know, because it was like I was so new. I tried looking as professional as I could, you know, but I had no team at the time. It was like me. It was until like the second year where I really started like understanding more, and then just seeing it grow naturally, you know.
It's almost like once you get a little bit more traction, you can delegate work to the other team members.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
it's no longer so much on you. It's like, okay, now this person can do this, and this person's going to teach that class, and this is going to be the manager, and then now I can focus on other things to grow the place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's exactly what ended up happening. And it happened, like I said, naturally, right? Like, it just be like, and then now we're at where we're at. You know, we have 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 5, 6, 7 p.m., 12, 15 p.m. classes. You know, each one gets at least like 8 to 10 people per class or something like that.
And they're like an hour long, or how?
45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah, with a 5-minute cool down.
Okay.
You know, when I first started, I used to do this thing because I was super into like form and this and that.
Right.
I would try to do like a push day, a pull day, a shoulder and cardio day, a hit day. You know, I just started realizing it's really hard to try to make it like a way that you're trying to. My head was like, no, I want it to be like this because I know this works. But it's hard for like a new person to keep doing repetitive movements on that muscle group.
Right,
you know?
right.
That's when I was like, no, this works. Upper body, lower body, full body.
Gotcha.
So you can do like an agonist, antagonist, like a push pull on upper body. So it's like, while this one's resting, this one's working. You right?
Right.
That ended up being the best formula, I think, for what we got going on now. So
would you say that because obviously I don't know all the terminology either, but I want to say it's almost like like your gym is a combination of like a CrossFit, almost calisthenics.
Yeah. So people,
or
they kind of always say like, oh, it's like CrossFit. It's like a high intensity interval training.
okay, high intensity.
Yeah,
Okay,
kind of meets small group strength training. So it's
gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
you get a mix, you know.
Yeah, because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this kind of like calisthenics, but I'm like, oh no, it's more like a CrossFit gym.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you ever run into a situation where you were like, why didn't I just start a traditional machine gym?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like I know what my strengths are and what they're not, you know, and I knew I was a good group trainer,
Right.
you know, so I just try to master that, and after that, it's come to my mind, you know, but brick by brick, you know, so.
Later on in the future, there might be a RBN, literally
Dude.
just self-service fitness center.
I mean, well,
that'd be
that's kind
pretty
of
cool.
that'd be kind of cool. Like have the classes and then have a open gym or something. Yeah, we've been looking at some spaces right now, but we'll see what happens. I like to kind of keep it.
Yeah, just go with.
go.
Let's deal with the problems we have at hand
right now,
first.
yeah.
Let's finish our plate before we continue on. Yeah.
But you know, it was through the grace of God that He brought all these people around, and like the clientele we have now, the members, like the community and all that stuff, man. Like I couldn't be any happier. Like it's just what it is now, you know. Like this morning we had a 7 to 8 a.m. and one of our clients is a vendor and she has coffee, and I was like, you should come bring some coffee for everybody.
Nice.
And she came, set up her table, sold some coffee, and it's just cool, man. You know, like it is what it is now.
Yeah,
you know?
like you said, the protein donuts, or was it cookies or
it was
donuts?
protein donuts.
Protein donuts. They have the protein shakes, and then now coffee too.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of like kind of like vendors, how did you feel when you started to partner with like Lululemon or like the NutriShop or even Yaki 101?
Dude,
because I just saw that and I was like, dude, that is awesome.
It's, you know, I think what it is, so we've done stuff with Lululemon before, right? So I think the first event we ever did with them was for the Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So they reached out to me through like a community outreach, and they were like, hey, we're doing this. We would love, this was when I was in the garage.
Really? So that's when you first started working with Lululemon.
Lululemon. I made this connection with Paige. She's amazing. She has this thing called now VC Girls Club, and they're from the area, and they get a bunch of women, and they'll like do stuff together, like empowerment.
Oh, okay, okay,
like
okay.
Yeah. So she's always been about cool nonprofit, or not nonprofit, but just community and helping each other out and growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one that came up with the Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation thing that we did that day. It was like a workout at Lululemon in Camarillo.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like amazing. I was like, whoa. Like, I used to feel like, you know, I wanted it to be about community and about this and about vendors and about all of us getting together. But like, look at what our community can do now, you know, like
right.
We can work out with a purpose. Like, you know, like we're going to Lululemon to work out for a foundation. Like, that's amazing, you know?
Yeah.
And it's something about that where people feel like, let's go, man. Like, look at what we're, you know?
Like, it's a good cause and you're going to get a workout in to do it.
Feel good.
Yeah.
Help, you know? And then I did it again, I think like sometime down the line. We did a lot of stuff with them. And one of them was like, now I got to bring a nonprofit, right?
Okay.
And it was one of my members. Her name is Brenda. I don't know if you know Brenda, but she works with a lot of foundations. But one of the main ones she works with is the Nyland Promise.
Oh, okay. I've heard of that before. Yeah.
And they're the ones that, like, you know, anybody who needs anything, like their parents work at the fields or something.
Right.
You know, and
because it's pretty much all of Nyland Acres right there.
And that's where my gym was Nyland Acres.
It's origins.
It's origins, man.
Full circle again, dude. We're just making circles here.
Bro, and it was like, you know, and Brenda, man, she loves that community. She loves those kids. So I was like, dude, I want to do that for them.
Mm-hmm.
Not for them, because they're amazing on their own. You know, I was like, but it'd be cool to collab on it at Lululemon with them, right?
Right.
And I remember we did it for the Nyland Promise. We were able to bring who now does the juices at the run clubs, Plant-Based Mommy, and, you know, we're raising money and whatever. I think we raised like anywhere from like $300 to $500. I forgot.
That's still a good
for
amount.
Nyland Promise, right? But it was cool to be able to do stuff like that. So Lululemon is awesome when it comes to those type of things, man. Like they're all about community and stuff like that. And then I ended up doing one at the outlet one. It's not there anymore, but it
used to be there, right?
The collection.
Collection, right.
Yeah, I did stuff there with them, and that one was cool. Like I did a video with them, and then the main Lululemon one, like, comment on it, and I was like all stoked on it. I was like, whoa, you know,
we got tagged in it, or
tagged or whatever. And yeah, and then Yaki, man, I just met Hyman and their team, and
I just saw that recently. It was like the Nutri Shop, and like you guys did like a perfect. Oh, dude, the way you guys did it, I was like, you guys did it perfectly because you did fitness, you did nutrition, and then you did food that combines with it. It's like
it was like
it was perfect.
And I'm big on community, right?
Right.
So when I was coming up, somebody who taught me a lot about nutrition and supplements and stuff like that was Mike from Nutri Shop. I was young when I went in there. I was like 19, 20, 21. And like I didn't know much about creatine, pre-workout and stuff like that. And if anybody knows about that stuff, it's Mike.
What's that? Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's big in the community when it comes to that, right? I feel like he's like a local legend when it comes to that, right? So I was like, man, if we can get like Nutri Shop, and if Mike, cool, Mark, even because Mark's like the one behind the scenes, but or I don't know, I can't say behind the scenes, but he's like the owner of Nutri Shop, and then Mike's the manager. But I mean, they're like they're like two peas in a pod, you know, like they both know everything about everything,
right.
The knowledge on them is like insane. So I was like, man, if we can get it to where, like you said, like you get them, like, dude, they know everything. Yeah. Because I know about it, but if you have the support of different teams, how could you not fail?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people try to do a lot of things. And I think it's cool when you have a bigger support system.
Right.
You know, like people come to me, they're asking me stuff and whatever. Now they can go to Nutri Shop, and when they weigh in, they're like, what does this mean? Well, what's your protein look like? You know?
Or what type of workouts are you doing? Or what type of food are you eating?
What time are you eating? It's like, well, what supplements are you taking? You know? And then, so they get to ask me, but it's like, dude, now they could ask people at Nutri Shop. And then the biggest thing, nutrition, Yaki just opened up. It's like, you have Nutri Shop. If you want to get tested for like testosterone or whatever, or stuff, you have True Test. Yeah. That's right there. Best one in the city. True Test, right? To help you, and you might not be losing weight because something's going on.
Yeah, hormones or something like that.
They'll take your blood work. They'll tell you what will work, right?
Right.
And then right next door you have Yaki 101 that just opened up. I started doing meal preps with Yaki before I even reached out to do this collab. And because I'm the type that like I want to try things first before I just do stuff.
Right.
Dude, I lost like 10 pounds in like 3 weeks.
No way.
Just from
switching your food to them.
Switching up a little bit, right? So I do my breakfast. That's easy. For me, the hardest thing now is like eating for lunch.
Okay.
Because I'm on the go.
Right. You're a busy man.
And I'm like stress eating. I'm like, just give me some Chick-fil-A. I'm a trainer and I'm saying that, you know, like I deal with the same problems.
Same struggles as everybody else.
But now Yaki's there, man. And then they give you a discount for being a member, you know? And then
that's cool.
Dude, you get a meal prep for $9 instead of getting like a meal for like 15, 16.
Way cheaper. You go anywhere, you're spending at least $25. If you go to a restaurant, have fun, you're doubling that. You're spending like $50.
Exactly.
So that's not that bad.
So Yaki and Hyman, the whole team there, his son Jacob, and all these people, man, they're like, it's like a blessing that they're there, you know? So I was just like, dude, like this would be like the coolest collab if we just did it. And I have Joseph Dawson. Shout out to Joseph Dawson, one of the best videographers in the city. And he was like,
he's the one that was doing it with the drone too, right? Or was it a drone or
the drone?
I know for like a lot of the races, it looks like a drone shot.
That's Stronger's Media. So I've known Gio.
Oh, okay.
That's another guy.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you start to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right? But Gio, dude, I knew Gio since he was like a little kid. Like, I played soccer with his dad and my brother and stuff like that. And to see him grow up into the man he is now and doing what he's doing now, he's like, I was like, bro, I had to bring him out for these, you know? And he's just like super talented too, you know? Like all these people are just good at what they do.
Yeah.
You know? And it's so cool to see from where they started to where they're at. And I'm sure that's how we all feel about each other.
Oh yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So So then I brought out Joseph Dawson, and he's like just good at like shoots like that, you know?
Is he the one that normally does a lot of your media stuff?
Yeah, so he's the one that does most of my like marketing stuff.
Okay.
So like the challenge or anything that has to do with like specials or we're doing a challenge, summer challenge for
or
a
like
week,
seasonal, like Memorial Day or whatever that's coming up.
So he's like
that.
good at. I mean, he's good at everything, but he's really good at that.
Yeah.
Like that's like his
marketing media combination.
Yeah, dude. I mean, every video I do with him, I get 10,000 plus views.
Nice. Yeah.
Organically without, And then later on, maybe I'll throw an ad on it or something through Meta, but I just wait for it to see how long it goes on its own.
Right.
And then I'm like, hey, this is what you got on this, and this is what's up. Like,
that's how you do it.
Yeah.
This is a quick little peek into the mind of a business owner.
Yeah. So, there's insights, and you start to get into that, right? I was never into stuff like that. It's weird. You transform.
Yeah, you slowly adapt, and it's become a little bit more different.
It's like the SAID. It's this thing that I learned in school. It's called the SAID principle, and it was for fitness, but it goes for everything. Specific adaptations to impose demands.
Specific adaptations to
impose demands. So it's like whatever you keep doing repetitively, you're gonna adapt to it.
Okay, yeah.
So like if you keep doing bicep curls and you load it up a little bit more, the muscle is going to rip and has no choice but to come back stronger for the next stresses that are going to come.
Oh,
and it's kind of, it could go
same thing.
So
yeah.
So then we got Mike on it, dude. Mike was on it, and like the whole city knows Mike. You know?
Yeah.
Jaime got on it. Everybody, and then for me, it was also like the vision I had for it was like, you go to RBN, you're gonna see Leanne, you're gonna see me, you're gonna see Jeremiah, you're gonna see people.
Right. Yeah.
In the video, like you might not know who NutriShop is. I mean, a lot of people do, but like some people might not. So when they walk in, they're like, "Oh, dude, that's the guy I know from the video."
Right.
So it's not just like a poster. Like this is him. Like I feel comfortable. Like and then you go to Yaki, and it's like, okay, it's not just a logo. It's like
I recognize the face.
I recognize the face
that's behind the register
hey,
now.
You're the guy from the video. Yeah. Like, what do you got? I'm from RBN's challenge, dude. I know what you need. So everybody's taken care of.
See, this is the one step further that you're taking, is that a lot of people know you from social media. They connect the face, the voice, the person, the small little clip, and now with this, they're gonna know the person behind the story.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's why when we talked, and I love what you do, bro. Like you're so good and passionate. I could tell through your videos about what you do.
Thank you.
You
Appreciate it.
So
I'm trying. I'm not as far along as you are with RBN, but I'm getting there.
No, dude, your specific adaptations to impose demands, and then repetition and consistency and all that stuff. Motivation comes and goes, but the one thing that you have control over is your consistency.
That's true.
So if you continue to do something and work towards it, even on the days where it seems like there's no way, like, oh, dude, I can't no more, but you keep pushing, eventually. I'm not there yet, like I'm not, but I know where I was. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I know I just got to keep pushing and just get wiser. And stuff,
yeah. Dude, I was going to ask you, dude. So in a world where I need to see it to believe it, how do you hold yourself to a physical standard? Because I know a lot of people, they'll be like, I'll go to the gym, but if the person that's training me isn't as fit as me, how am I going to take their advice? Or like same thing with like going to the doctor's office and be like, that guy looks like he's half dead. Why am I going to listen to him and take the medicine that he's going to recommend to me?
Yeah. I think it just comes down to your resume, because sometimes for me, like, and a lot of my members know it, like everybody goes through phases in life.
Right.
And I go through, like last year I went through a really, really, dude, like, it changed everything for me in a certain way, where I got baptized last year.
Oh, nice.
You know
Congratulations.
What I'm saying? Thank you. Like it was around August, September. And that's when I was like, I have to. But in the time I gained a lot of weight, like I was like not present. Like I was doing my work, but I wasn't present. That's why last year from like May till like November, December, you see like RBN there, but it's just there. Now that I'm out of that place and I'm like in a place where I'm like back to giving it to God, it's like you see the product of that.
Yeah.
So what works? Us trying to control our life or us giving it to God. Because 2021, 2022, you saw the growth, and then this last year was kind of stagnant. I wasn't really doing much because I was just going through so much, man.
Right.
Like I struggle. Everybody struggles.
Everybody struggles. Yeah.
But like I gave it, and I was like, no, this is it. I'm back to you. Like I never left. I was always there. But how can you say you believe in God if you don't fully trust Him?
Having faith. Yeah.
Yeah. So I gave it full faith. I baptized, and then from that moment on, like, yeah, still the problems were still there.
Yeah.
It's just how you perspective, how you approach it, faith and stuff.
The whole like adapt and overcome again.
Yeah. So then that's when I just let it go, and dude, opportunities just came again. Doors opened. Things came, I went at it, like, and then my ideas started coming back.
Right.
Because you lose it a little bit. And I feel like now I'm in a place where if something like last year happens again, I'm not going to let it affect me the way it did.
Gotcha. Because you're just like now maintaining. Do you work out with people while you're doing the classes?
Sometimes I do.
Okay.
Sometimes I do. Like if I'm like, I know for a fact I can't work out, I'll do like the 12 p.m. class because that's like the smaller group.
Okay. Yeah.
But my clients, they see like me going through my weight changes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So when it comes to like, someone goes to the gym and they're like, oh, like how can I trust them or whatever? Like you said, like a doctor has a resume.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
which I feel like you've kept it because like I said, I kind of insta stalked you and I'm like, you've been the same. Like you
think
there's,
so? Oh,
I
man,
don't think there's.
Feel good,
I don't think like, dude. If you look at me, I'm the big guy, but I've seen you and I'm like, okay, this guy back in like 2019, 2020, 2021, all the way to 2026, this guy's kept it consistent. So I'm like, dude, this guy literally kept a standard all the way through. So I'm like, I need to ask him, like, how does he do it? Like, does he work out while he's teaching or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I work out while I teach. I work out, I go for runs, I played a lot of basketball still, sports.
Okay, right. So you do stuff outside of it.
Outside.
Even the pickleball. I saw that.
Dude, pickleball is like a good one. I love pickleball. Pickleball's cool, man. I love it. Right now, we were just at Jamie's, we're playing at, I don't know if you saw.
I saw some of the posts,
Yeah. Well, me and my buddy, we go up in West somewhere and we play pickleball and stuff like that. So it's fun. It's fun, just staying active. I've always been competitive and I love sports and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm like everybody else. Like I be gaining weight sometimes, man. Like right now, I'm at the heaviest I've been.
Dude, you don't look it. You look like, if anything, you're kind of like bulking up.
Oh man, thank you. That means a lot,
that'll be the excuse. I'm like, I'm just bulking. It's my bulking season. It's a dirty bulk right now.
Dirty bulk. But I'm on my own challenge right now.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. So we have this inside joke at the gym where like, why are you on the challenge? I'm like, because I want to I have to walk the walk. I can't just talk,
Right.
So I'm gonna do it. And like, well, what if you win? I'm like. Then I get I get the all the perks, all the rewards.
Oh, the reward,
like, No, you don't count. You don't count. I'm like, no, I want those 10 free meals from Yaki, Because I go there. I go to Yaki's. I go there. They know every single day. I walk in now.
How long is the challenge for?
4 weeks only. So there's a reason why. So I do this all the time. The hardest thing to lock in is your nutrition.
Right.
So the workouts are tough too. It's hard to show up. But one of the things that I realize is people have a hard time getting started, right?
Right.
So if someone sees 6-week, 8-week, 12-week challenge, that's intimidating.
Right.
Like that's like, whoa.
Like, dude, I don't even know what I'm gonna do next month. And that's only 4 weeks away. You're talking about 8 weeks?
Yeah. So 4 weeks is significant time to start feeling the difference. Right.
Okay.
So there's a saying that goes, it takes 4 weeks to 8 weeks to start feeling, or 2 weeks to 4 weeks to start feeling the difference. And then 8 weeks to 12 weeks to kind of start people telling you like what you've been up to, like what, like
visually see it from others.
Yeah, like I could see like
you're actually I can see,
and then
you don't have that double chin anymore.
Exactly. And it takes like 12 weeks and on for you to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, dude, like I've been like it's working,
Right.
But the 4 weeks is significant time to gain like good amount of muscle and then lose a certain amount percentage wise of body fat percentage.
Right.
So the reason why I did 4 weeks is because I feel like that when people see that visually, they're going to be like, dude, that's only 4 weeks. I just got to lock in for 4 weeks, Then they do it and they start to feel a certain way. And they're like, whoa, like what the heck? I have like a little
There's a little
bump right
bump
there,
coming
man.
in.
Yeah. We're like, oh, I'm toning. Like,
Start looking at yourself in the mirror a little bit longer.
Exactly. And then the 4 weeks happen. And you're like, I completed it. You know, I did it in the month, right? Like, I did it. They know they can do it.
Right.
And they're not going to want to stop because the body wants to keep the muscle. The body wants to keep moving. We're designed to move.
Yeah.
Right?
And you start feeling better too.
The brain fog leaves.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're chasing your kid around, whatever. He's get out of breath. Now, like, you have more time for them. Like,
yeah.
So that's like where the 4 weeks came from. I want people to feel accomplished.
Right.
Like they can do it. It seems like a mountain, but just have full faith in yourself and stuff like that. And try to sprinkle in a little bit of God in there. And you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
And lock in, you know, right? You do the 4 weeks, and then that's when I up the challenge a little bit longer. So then I'll do 6 weeks, right?
Okay.
And
so it'll be like a 4 week challenge and then a follow up with
if they wanted to
6 week
continue.
challenge. Yeah.
And it's like we locked in on your protein.
Right.
This is the blueprint, man. I'm giving the blueprint out, dude. And then now we're gonna lock in on certain things.
Right.
So you might hit a plateau, you might not. It takes a while to hit a plateau. In the beginning, especially when you start out, you see a lot of results, right?
Right.
But then you reach a certain point where like, okay, well, what's next? And that's when we dial into the other two, right? So protein, carbs, fats. In the beginning, I tell people, dude, we all know what good fats are and good carbs. You don't? Here's a list, right?
Avocados, all the other good stuff, like the natural fats,
fiber, whatever. So, but the protein in the first 4 weeks is what I love to like really emphasize on just by that alone, right? Yeah. But like I said, the 4 weeks is that, and then the other part we can add more because it's too much for people to take on at once. Right.
Yeah.
So,
start them off like you said.
Yeah.
Keep it the KISS system. Where it's like keep it simple.
Oh, dude. I mean, and people love it. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna start here. We're gonna get here, and after that, we'll move on to that. But don't worry about that. Let's first couple steps.
Exactly, man. And it's cool. And just being supportive, checking up on them.
Yeah.
You know, we have and with like NutriShop, super cool. Their InBody scan. It goes directly to the app, and now they have all this stuff on there, you know.
Oh, yeah. You can do everything through the phone now.
Fit Manager app that they have, man, there's nothing like it, you know. Like, they did a great job with all that, you know, and it just, I think it's like a great partnership with all of us, you know.
So, in other words, if someone, like, let's say one of the fans that was locally here, signed up, started working with you at RBN, they would eventually be able to go to the NutriShop, get a discount with them, and then go right next door to the Yaki 101 and be able to start their meal preps, and then probably get a discount as well too.
Yeah,
awesome,
100%.
That's awesome,
man. So it's awesome.
I know.
Community,
yeah,
you know
community,
like, that's what it is.
It's people helping people, and it's just bringing more traffic for all you guys.
Yeah, exactly, and the beneficiaries of all of it is the client, the member, you know? And
you're changing people's lives. I mean, I'm sure you've probably heard it like nonstop, like you're reversing hypertension, high blood pressure, cholesterol, pre-diabetic, or all that stuff. Like people are losing 30 pounds, 40 pounds.
I used to be on this many pills. The doctor said I could come down to this many. I might get off of them soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That must feel good too, huh?
I mean, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like purpose. You know, like that's all it is. Like God, purpose, everything else is just extra, like noise, you know? So just give it to God, let him use me as your vessel, and I hope I make him proud, you know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Now, I want to ask you this, dude, because I gotta dive into the opposite side now. Let's talk about temptation.
Oh.
Dude, your location is right next to a donut shop.
I know, man.
I first saw it, I'm like, I don't know if he knows about real estate, but that is a bad spot, right? That's on purpose?
You know what our motto is?
What's the motto?
Mind over matter. So
okay, mind over matter.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, when we got there, it was funny. There was like a donut shop, and it was like, oh, like what am I gonna do, right? So in the mornings is when they cook their donuts. So when I send people on runs, they're like, dude, those donuts smell so good. I put up a big sign on my wall that says "Mind over matter."
I've seen the LED one, right?
Yeah. It's always like joke. I'm like, hey, like remember, mind over matter. Don't. It sound good. Don't go. You know?
Have you seen any of your clients that like they secretly they're like, right after a session, they grab a donut and they go.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them. They've seen me.
Oh, they see you.
I'm human.
You're like,
man.
I brought you guys donuts.
Yeah, like my son likes. Sometimes I bring my son to work.
Right.
He's like, I want a pink donut, and then I'll go and like I'll get it for him, and then they'll see me like honking at me, like they're not even going to the gym. They're driving by, like, what?
What are you doing?
I'm like, oh, it's for my son. So it is right there, though. Temptation. Yeah.
I was like, dang, that's like, I mean, because that donut shop's been there for.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
I went to Anacapa Middle School that's right down the street. So I remember going to that donut shop and I'm like, dude, that thing's been there for years.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that you opened up there, I was like, that is wild.
It's funny.
That is wild. It's like if you opened up a gym right next to a McDonald's or something.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
It's good motivation too.
Yeah,
It's like, dude, your two choices are right here. Are you gonna keep eating donuts and feel the same way that you are, or make your right decision, go hang out with Robin and change your life?
Amen. Yeah. I like that. It's true. It's kind of like, you have the angel and the,
the little devil and the angel right there. Yeah.
But people, like what I'll do sometimes too, like last weekend, I think her name's Aloha Protein. She does sugar-free sweets and protein bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have
Another vendor, right?
Yeah, another vendor. And I'll have her. She came out recently and she sold her stuff and she brings her business card. So people on the challenge, I'm
nice.
like, hey, I know.
We'll probably shout them out too.
Yeah,
You said it was
Aloha Protein.
Aloha Protein. Okay.
So it's also like, I know we all have temptations and stuff like that. Like you're going to wake up at night and it's so easy just to get like an Oreo cookie or something. Don't even buy that. I told my clients, like, don't have that in your house. But this is like a business card. It's like a good price and just have it in your fridge. So if you wake up and then you eat it, it's like
got that craving.
The craving's out the way.
Oh, dude, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm just like fiending for like, where's the chocolate? Where's the chips?
Yeah. And it's so easy just to do a quick, one little nibble turns into you wake up again and
before you know it, you just finished an entire box of
400
chocolate.
calories and you don't even know it.
Not even. It's like some of those boxes is like 1,000 calories just in one box of just chocolate.
The whole box.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It can mess you up real quick. And it's like, it's so crazy in my mind to think like you could run for like an hour and you wouldn't burn what you just ate.
I remember one time when I was growing up, they're like, dude, if you eat like 2 M&Ms, that's like this much time on a treadmill. I'm like,
it's like 15, 20 minutes on the treadmill. It's like, that's just from 2.
Yeah.
But it's like the ratio is so crazy.
It's
sometimes.
crazy. That's why it's like, it all comes down to how strong are you mentally too, And I think that when you're on a diet and you see the results and you start to feel a certain way, like that stuff doesn't even make you feel good anymore.
Yeah.
Like when you're on it for a certain amount of time, that was my thing. Like I used to hate like Halo Top ice cream. I don't know if you know what that is.
Halo Top?
It's like a super healthy ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I hated it. I was like, oh, this is disgusting. Like, why do people go eat this, right? And then I got on a super strict diet, and I eat that, and it's like the best thing in the world.
Oh, because you're like starving.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever ran and then you're just like so thirsty that you're like, I don't care if it's that water fountain that homeless person was just licking with their face or something.
And you just want
just want it, and you drink it, and you're just like, this was the best water ever, and like you could taste the iron in it, and there's like
I know what you're talking about.
But it's that need for like, oh, I want something so bad. But when you're used to like, oh yeah, I had McDonald's yesterday, you try to have a healthy burger, it's like, oh, it tastes disgusting.
Yeah.
You have to like starve yourself a little bit.
Yeah, but it's good, man. I mean, a lot of our clients, they, like I said, we all struggle. We all struggle, and it's okay. I tell them all the time, like, it's okay if you fall. I mean, not even fall. Like, fitness should be like, challenges and stuff like that.
Right.
It shouldn't be like you're just gonna do this and it's not attainable for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. It's like you should be able to do certain things, right? But everything in moderation, balance, right? Yeah. And I'm not the coach that's gonna be like, because I know I'm human. I mean, like, no, it has to be like, unless you're like going like on stage or something, like that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I tell them like, dude, if you fall, don't beat yourself about it. Don't think about it, because that's like, oh, why'd I do that, right? Just get back on the program,
right?
And just keep on keeping on, And it's better to do that than like you eat like something and you're like, I messed up, I'm not eating for the rest of the day. That's the worst thing you can do,
Yeah.
Just go back to the program.
Right. Go back to your routine. The routine is the safe zone.
That's it. That's it, man. And that's one thing I try to really instill in people is like, we're all, I mean, yesterday my brother came down. I haven't seen him in a while. And my mom made gorditas, you know?
Yeah. And you know that's like, ooh.
And then there was like Coke and Coke Zero. I haven't had Coke in a long ass time. And I was like, you know what? And I filled up like the cup and
this is my little treat.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, well.
But in moderation, like you said, moderation.
Yeah.
You're not drinking 3 cups of Coke. It's like, okay, yeah, just a little bit, and then I'll stick to water.
And I probably won't drink it again for like another 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just, you start to understand what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, like keeping that balance.
The balance.
Yeah.
So.
And to talk about balance, how do you balance like being a business owner, being a fitness coach, and being a father?
Oh, man. That's the one. Huh? Yeah. You know, I made it from the beginning because I was never a dad. Like, you know, like I was like single, I was single forever. Met a woman, had a kid, and I didn't know what was going to happen. Right. But that bond, man, those first 2 years, data, you know, like
first steps. And
when he's scared, comes to you. It just changes you, you know? So when I did the prayer about like, you know, just let me be the provider I need to be and stuff like that, it wasn't just like financially and stuff, but also like, let me fill his mind the right way as well. Like, if there's anything I could teach my son is, you know, my dad, whenever something happened, he always ran to God.
That's good.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I saw it. It happened. Like, last year it was crazy, and then it affected him. Like, it was like, I've never seen him like this. Like, he was always a super amazing, happy boy, but when stuff was happening, it changed him, right? And I was like, man, like, God, like, you see what I've been through for him and what I've been doing for him, you know, and you see how this is affecting him. Like, protect that, right?
Right.
And then I went, you know, I got baptized, and he was there. He went to church with me, and he got baptized, and he's like, why'd you do that? You know, he's 4 at the time. I'm like, oh, I gave my life to God. Why? And then I explained it to him in a deeper level that he can understand. Right. Right. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, these things happen, but you know, when you have bad dreams and whatever, and you don't know what to do, and you're just kind of scared. Remember, well, what do we do? Pray. Yeah. That's giving it to God, giving your problems to God, and let him take care of it, which will make you feel safe. Do you feel safe when we pray? Yeah. So imagine what I did is whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I just connect it, and I try to explain it to him the best way I can. But that's like the thing I always wanted is God first, family, business, you know, but no matter what and all that, I mean, they could fluctuate sometimes.
Right.
But as long as you always have God first, he's always going to make sure this is all
Everything
okay.
else is balanced.
It's all balanced, you know? So I mean, it's not that like I gave up my social life or anything like that, you know, like, oh, like now I don't have fun or I can't do this or do that. It's like, no, this is what I want to do. Like, this is when I'm happiest, when I'm like taking my son to the park or passing the ball around and stuff like that. I think it just comes down to like all like God and all that, but also like, what are your priorities?
Right.
You know, like, and he made me a better man. So the balance part, it's not even a balance. It's like, I'm just a dad. Yeah. You know, and I'm sure that's how you are too with your daughter, right?
No, definitely. Yeah. It's entirely different. I have this running joke with my wife that you've seen The Grinch, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you know how like in the like cartoon, it's like the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes?
Yeah.
I always say that with like my daughter, where it's like she was born and like my heart grew 3 sizes. And yeah, there's like a lot of stuff like how we were talking about adapting and overcoming. Like, yeah, you're sleeping a lot less. Your priorities are a little bit different, but everything can truly be balanced as best as possible. And yeah, you just have to prioritize God, your family, and then everything else from there. And it works out.
Amen.
It works out.
Yeah, you simplified it. That was like what I said, and you just made it kiss.
Kiss, yeah. I simplified it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's true, dude. And oh man, it's like like you said, the less sleep, the this or that. But like you said, your heart grew, and you find ways to make it work. And
I think that's the role of a father sometimes, where it's like you're the one that's being put in a position to kind of figure out the problems, figure out the finance, figure out like the fears that others have. You take them on, and sometimes even you have to reach out to your father, God, to be able to have that problem solved as well.
Yeah, dude. Hey, man, you're preaching right now, man. I love it. Yeah, and it was cool, man. And then like you set the standard, you go to God, you give everything to God. You get like when we pray, we don't pray like just laying there. I'm like, Dad, I had a drink. Can we talk? Like, yeah, what's up? Blah blah blah. All right, come here. And then we get on our knees.
Oh, okay.
You know, like we're at his. You know, that's the way we pray.
Right. Yeah.
Like this is who he is. And,
Yes. Yeah.
he told me like, I think like 2 weeks ago, it was like the cutest thing. Like he goes, I took a bath at my mom's house. I'm like, oh, nice. Yeah. And then my mom did me in the water. I'm like, oh, cool. And I came up and I said, I gave my life to Jesus. And I was like,
Oh.
What? Like, cause he saw me do it.
Right.
And then my brother did it like 4 months later.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So he saw him do it. So it's like he's seeing all this stuff, and it's crazy, man. Like that little gap when I saw it affect him, and then I got baptized, and then my brother got baptized. Dude, he was like this. He changed a little bit, right? You can see how like it affects kids,
Right?
Like, certain things that are happening in your life that are a little like not like kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like tension, right? The tension.
Yeah.
And you can see how it's affecting him. And I'm like, what can I, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what's happening, right?
Right.
So I did this, and it's like, dude, like now, like he went back to being like not normal, but the boy that I know, right?
Right.
Like not scared, not crying, doesn't feel like he's responsible for other people's emotions and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Like he just a happy, loving boy that I knew always, you know.
He just like reverted back to where he was.
And it's because I gave it to God.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what can I do? And I'm like, well, this is what I'm gonna do,
It's out of your control. Just
and God is great.
Yeah. Did you? It sounds like. Well, I mean, I don't think you were always a Christian, right? Or does your family also?
Yeah. So my whole life, right? So my grandma was a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
And my grandpa was a Christian, and I did a lot of different. I've been through.
Your parents too, or no?
My dad was Catholic.
Okay.
My mom was Catholic. I went to Catholic churches, and I think that for me, I didn't have. My mom was very godly. Like she would always run to God and pray for us. Like everything. My mom's like, And my dad was just kind of like a businessman. Like said he was, but I don't know if he did it or not.
Right.
So, my mom would take me to this place. Her name was Debbie Morris. She lived in Oxnard, and she had a sign up that said like, kid or toddler youth Wednesday or nights or something, and she would just take us there. And this woman would like sing like Jesus loves me, this I know, all that
so like
stuff.
Sunday school almost,
but during the day. And then she'd be like, you'll get this prize if you memorize this word, right? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, all that stuff. And and that's why I learned a lot of my memorize, because it's instilled in me, because it's the living word,
right.
So and I would always want to win the prizes. So, and I would memorize.
I mean, you were a challenging guy. You challenge yourself, So,
and I memorized like so many scripture. And as time went on, life happens to everybody. Things happen in your life that kind of alter things, and you kind of stray from it, and you kind of go back to the world, and then you see that it never really works out that way.
Right.
And it's not till you understand all that where you go back to what you know. Right. So in the beginning, if certain things didn't make sense to me, I just memorized it just because as a kid. Well, the seed was already planted. So now when I pray it, I understand it. Right. So when I would go through moments, it's like, why do I keep going back here? Right. Like I have to stay the course and stay obedient to this, because it's the only way and the only road that leads to life. Right. All this other stuff doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I struggle sometimes. I'm getting better at not listening to certain music and stuff like that. Like I'm not perfect at all by
Oh
any
yeah.
means, you know, like I fall short every day.
I think
You know?
everyone does. Even
Yeah.
I mean, you could go to any Christian church today, and people still, like you said, there's still going to be trials. There's still going to be problems that people face throughout their lives. Even some people even say even more as you become a Christian,
Yeah.
you deal with more problems.
Oh yeah.
Just different things that some people would be like, oh yeah, that's normal. I normally go out to the bar all the time, or I go party, I go to the club, blah blah. It's like that's something that we just don't do, and
Yeah.
that's, hey, if I don't get invited, then I have to
Yeah.
go to church, and there's other events and there's other things that I can do that don't involve me being put in a position of temptation or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amen. So like back to your question, like I was always, you know,
Like there's always like a
Something-
connection
a
there
connection?
through your mom.
yeah. And it wasn't until like last year
Uh-huh.
where like I would start dealing with like stuff I never dealt with before, like migraines and all this stuff, and just a lot of like fight or flight mode and stuff like that. Where I'm like, okay,
Something's going on.
something's going on. What's this trying to teach me? Because I always ran back, like I always did, like even like when like certain moments, but it's like a difference when like you go. I guess in a sense, because I'm not, like I said, I fall short every day, but like when you go all in, right?
Right.
I think there's something written, and it always scared me because I was always like, "Dang, I think I am lukewarm," you know.
Ooh, okay.
Where he
Yeah.
goes, you know, like you're better off being not knowing me and like not, you know, whatever, than being lukewarm. Like you know, good and bad.
One foot in, one foot out.
He's like, you're like lukewarm water. I'll drink you up and spit you out. And that scared me,
Can't
man.
be in the light and the dark at the same
Got
time.
nothing in common,
Yeah.
you know. And that's when I was like, okay, like I've never been baptized. I think as a baby, but I never made the choice,
The decision as an adult.
an adult. And that's when I was like, I choose this, and that's made all the difference.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you, man.
man, thank you, bro. Yeah, you been baptized?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got baptized. Well, I grew up in church my
cool.
entire life. Like my parents have been taking us to church for a long time. Never miss a Sunday service.
I love that.
Go to church pretty much either once or twice a week. And I got baptized, I think like around 18.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And yeah, still like, dude, I've been like participating in like community events with the church and like done different ministries with them. At one point, we were me and my wife took on the role of teaching the juniors, which is kind of like middle school class, kind of like what you were saying, like those like Sunday school teachings, but it was like for a little bit older group. And then we ended up doing the youth and like different ministries, like with helping out with like the church and like the special events. Like we've done it a lot of different roles and a lot of different like paths. And I think right now we just took a break because the baby pretty much popped up, but I feel like most likely eventually we're going to be getting back to it.
But it's like you guys are rooted in it together. Yeah. That's like equally yoked and like all that stuff, man. Like that's the goal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's honestly, that's what my dad always used to tell me is like, go find a wife, but know that she's got to be Christian. Because the moment you start going to like a different religion or something like that, or someone that's of the world, you're going to have problems.
Oh yeah.
He would always say like, if you start something bad, it's going to end bad.
Yeah.
Start something good, it's gonna keep going, and it won't end until it's over and we go meet God.
Yeah.
And even then, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. So. Amen, man. That's beautiful. You know.
Yeah.
It's true. I experienced it. Yeah. You know, like, but like I said, he's the Redeemer.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
and he'll, you know, what the enemy used for evil, God will use for good.
Amen.
And it happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
They thought, you know, my people, whatever. This, and this was going to affect me. Give it to God. How can I make this? And he'll make it better, you know? Like through you, like he'll make you stronger mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Like, you know, before you might not have patience. I didn't have patience. And it's like, breathe, walk away from it.
Yeah.
Pray on it.
Yeah.
Come back. How can I approach this? With love. And they're going to be like, what's that saying? It says, when your enemy's thirsty, feed them water. When they're hungry, give them food. By doing so, it's like burning a heaping hot coal on their head of shame. Like, they're not going to know what to do with that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're spewing all this hate at me, and I keep approaching you with love and compassion and stuff. And you're going to, eventually they're going to be like, oh, like, I have to look in them,
Yeah.
And that makes all
The whole concept of turning the other cheek.
turning the other cheek,
Yeah.
man.
I like that.
That makes the difference. And it's like, I think for me in the beginning, it was super uncomfortable. Like, ugh. Like, I still feel like this.
Yeah, like I still hate you.
Like, I still did it, but I'm still like angry.
I love you.
Yeah.
I always joke around with my wife. I'm like,
you.
you know what? I'm gonna pray for you.
I'm gonna pray for you. Yeah, you
That's an
bump your
insult. I'm
chest.
gonna pray for you.
I'm gonna pray for you. But then as it starts to really shape, like you really understand, like, okay, no, like the more you do it, you're uncomfortable. Like, yeah, it's uncomfortable, whatever. The more you're like, whoa, like you start to, I don't know how to explain it. They say that the Matrix, right, was written like in a Christian concept. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Morpheus, which he was supposed to be like John the Baptist. Keanu Reeves, his character was Mr. Anderson.
I think so. Yeah.
He was supposed to be like the one Christ or something. Yeah, it was like something like that. I forgot
once he understands, he starts to do everything, just fell into place.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you start to feel when you start to follow it, right? Like, whoa, like, and you start to see them or people just in general who always like try to do things, and you're just like, man, like, that's the love of God. I'm far from it, but like now you start to understand even things like when he's at the cross and the people are next to him, he says, forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do. You start to understand, like, if they knew, and it's like the good news, they wouldn't be acting like this.
Exactly.
And then all you can do is pray, like, please, I hope that you touch people's hearts. You know?
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I try my best. You have to learn a lot. So it's a weird game, man. When you're in business and stuff like that, man, it's like, I think when you're kind, a lot of times people try to kind of
take advantage.
Yeah. And it's happened to me a lot, all the time, a lot, especially in the last few years. And it can either make you a better person or you just learn along the way, so.
Gotcha.
It's crazy.
I wanted to ask you, about
I go off on a bunch of random things.
I love it. That's why I was like, dude, I don't care if this episode takes like 2 hours, whatever. Like, we're gonna hit all the topics. So RBN Run Club.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that because I'm a big fan of running.
Yeah. Come out, bro.
I'm gonna have to join you guys one day because watch, see all those like pieces of wood right there?
Yes.
Those are all medals.
Oh wow.
I've done all those races. So I've done multiple 5Ks, 10Ks, and then the furthest one I did was the Ventura Half Marathon. The Ventura Marathon.
Oh, you did?
It's from Ojai to Ventura.
You did a marathon?
Yeah.
Dude.
I know I don't look it.
I haven't done a marathon.
I definitely don't look it, but I did it.
That's amazing. That's like a big accomplishment.
Oh yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Dude,
I did it at my heaviest too. I was 317.
Man.
When I did that.
But that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it shows what type of mentality you have.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, yeah.
I want to do it.
Dude, I know you guys did was it the reggaeton?
Oh, the reggaeton
5K?
5K.
Yeah, not so long ago.
Yeah, that one was crazy, man.
I feel like I was like, dang it, I would if I would have like, because that was around the time like the baby was being born. I think it was like in February, right?
It was.
Yeah, so she was born in February too, and I was like, oh, that
was
would
it
have been
April?
awesome.
I think the reggaeton 5K was April. Beginning of April.
Okay, well, she was born and then like I know we were like kind of busy, so I was like, dang it, like I wish I would have, because you guys did it here in like
Mandalay Beach.
Yeah, Mandalay Beach.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I wish I would have made it for that one, but for sure the next one I'm gonna join you guys.
We're cool. You'll see.
Yeah,
we have the Lululemon one coming up.
Oh, okay.
And then we have a Roadrunner one coming up.
So how did that even start? Because I feel like you have RBN, but now you did a RBN Run Club.
Yeah, so that one was like kind of so. When I was going through everything, I went through some stuff last year. These were all things that I wanted to do.
Right. Oh, so you already had these planned.
Yeah, I even posted. Like, if you look at RBN Fitness's Instagram, I had made a post coming soon, and it said RBN Run Club.
Right.
And then people were stoked on it. This was like in like October, November, because I knew that it kind of goes hand in hand with like community and fitness, you know, and I was just like, man, how can I, do it? Like, I want to do it, but I just have all this stuff going on. So it kind of like got on the back burner. And then January, February. So then 2-3 months went by from that post.
Right.
And people were asking me, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do it? And I was like, I'm going to do an event on February 14th. Or like on Valentine's Day or weekend, or I forgot what it was. It was on a Saturday, I think, or something. And I was like, that's going to be the next thing. Like, I'm going to do a run club.
Right.
I just need to get on it. I started feeling better now. Like, I'm not getting migraines. I feel good, you know? And then something happened where I was like, you know what? I'm going to just do a community event with the members. And then if anybody wants to show up, they can.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a DJ. I had some vendors. I had Nutri-Shop. But see, that's when I met like and all these people. And my friend Jesse came out. He makes amazing sea moss. And then this girl, Fit Feeling, Erica, came out. And she had juices. And it was a big event. It was at the gym. It was in the parking lot because it was too big for my gym.
Right.
So I was like, okay. And people were like, I thought it was going to be the run club. I thought it was going to be the run club. All my members, I thought it was going to be the run club. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. You know, like I'm not ready yet.
Right.
Like, I think God will like let it happen when it happens.
Right,
you know?
right.
And then February, March came. And then one of my clients, friends, vendors, Brothers Coffee
Mm-hmm.
was like, what happened with the run club? I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And she was kind of like, we should just do it. And I was like, yeah, I think we will, you know, but give it some time. We should just do it. Like, every day. Like,
They're like, no, Robin, we need to do it.
yeah. And I was like, yeah, like, will you post? Yeah, but you know. And then she was like, one day just showed up with her camera. And she's like, let's take a picture. I was like, okay. And we took a picture. And she brought me a coffee because she makes amazing coffee.
Right.
And then we took a picture. And then she put like, collab coming soon.
Oh, okay.
So she kind of like,
forced your hand.
not forced my hand, but like, because I was like, yeah, you know. But I was kind of like, you know. So I was like, oh, like, yeah, why don't I just start going for it, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I like talked to her about it, and we just started talking about it more. And then I was like, well, I like reggaeton, you know, like I like listening to Fade and, you know, all that stuff. And I was like, you know, we can do that. And she's like, okay, like let's start planning it. We got a group chat, and then Julie and Leanne and, you know, Naomi. I mean, all much of my clients got on the group chat.
Right.
I had a lot going on still, you know?
Right.
And they were like sending ideas and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I got the DJ, I got a videographer, I got a photographer lined up, like all the same people I always use.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made the poster, and then I put like, it was like AMC who does like lashes and stuff. It was like dog creation treats. It was like her. It was like all these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Fit Feeling, I think, got on board because it started getting packed. Like I put it on Eventbrite, dude. That thing was like going viral.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I posted a video about it, but it was the event from February 14th.
Oh, okay,
right?
Okay, yeah.
And I put, hey, like Ventura County, I think I have it. It's on my TikTok or something. And I was like, you know, we're having this event. It's the Reggaeton 5K. But it was like the event from Valentine's Day. So it wasn't even a run. It was just like, you know, we're going to have a DJ. I used the same DJ, same vendors, but it was just going to be the run instead.
It's almost like that was a trial run.
It was a trial run.
And it worked out. So it's like, this is now the legitimate thing.
Yeah. So then I posted it. And at the end, the poster was there. Dude, I started getting comments. I got like 10,000 views on it, messages, all this stuff. And then like, you just see like the signups go crazy.
Right.
Yeah. And then, so then and then the vendor started posting it. I got what's his name? Sorry, I feel bad. He does meal preps. He was there too. I invited him because we had talked in the past. He's like a chef, and I was like, I want to bring him on too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then I brought him on, and he did pancakes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
They were good, man. They were good. They were really good pancakes. He did some pancakes. Oh man, salt and steel meal preps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Salt and steel meal press. Okay.
And he did pancakes, and then we had like all this stuff. We did a bunch of giveaways, and then Nutri-Shop donated like a gift card and giveaways, and we got merch done for it. Like,
nice.
you know, we posted on Instagram. All the vendors collabed on it. You know, at the time I was dealing with like a crazy Achilles tendinopathy, so I couldn't run. So I put signs up like, hey, this is the route you're following.
Right.
And I think it was like the day before. I had a friend, he did like marathons and stuff like that. I met him at church, and I was like, hey, like, I can't run. I need like a run leader that can like lead this run.
Yeah, like a pacer or something like that.
There's like 300 people coming already. They're signed up, and I'm scared. Like, I'm kind of scared because, you know,
Wait, like signed up or like paid to?
Like registered.
Registered.
Yeah, it was a free event, right?
Okay,
it was a community event.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'll come. I'll lead the run. I was like, okay, cool. And then he came the next day, and we set up the signs, and And we saw the turnout, and it was just so cool to see like what Brothers Coffee, AMC, Salt Steel, whatever, like sorry, not whatever, Salt Steel Meal Preps, DJ Solo, he's amazing. I love DJ Solo. I don't know if you know him. He's cool. And like all the vendors, Fit Feeling and RBN Fitness, and volunteers that did stuff that they didn't even have to do. They just did it because they love the community,
right.
And seeing it, like, because I was like stressed out, bro. There was like 300 people signed up.
Giant event.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, but like everybody made it happen, and seeing everybody like just have each other's backs, and like, Robin, what do you need? I need to go to Costco and get some tangerines for the runners and waters. We got it. Okay.
All right.
What else do you need? Leanne, my amazing manager, like, I need some signs made. She didn't just make signs like arrows. She wrote scripture on them.
No way.
She put glitter on them. She customize them.
Yeah.
So when you're running and you're like tired and you see it and it says, I could do all things through Christ, or God's not done with you, and neither are you. Keep going.
That's good. Yeah.
She was like intentional with her sign.
Yeah.
And it was just like one of the best events. I mean, the best. I think it was like, there's a lot of good ones, but I think that was the best event RBN has ever had.
And the turnout was amazing.
It was
300 plus.
It was 300 plus signups. I think there was like 250 people there.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize how many, like, I know like sometimes people like get used to like seeing things like on views, like for Instagram, and like they'll see like 500 views. It's like, dude, if you get 20 people in a room, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let alone like 250 runners plus, I mean, possibly having registered 300 people. That's a lot of people.
Man, I saw people there from like high school that I haven't seen. I saw people from like all kinds of different walks of life, And I was just like grateful. And like, that's when the whole prayer thing came about. We prayed before all our runs, is because I always feel like, and I don't know how to say this, but I always feel like, I'm not worthy of certain things. Maybe it's the imposter syndrome or something, or I don't know. But I always feel like God puts people in certain situations. If I'm here, writing on the floor scripture and use this as your sanctuary, let people come who are broken and hear your word, let it land on good soil and stuff like that. And I'm not doing that out there. It's kind of contradictory. Right. So I felt called to be like, if you guys feel called to, you guys can pray. If not, it's totally cool. Like, I don't want to be some person that's just like forcing this on you.
Right. Yeah.
But if you want to,
like, we're gonna pray.
We're gonna pray
if you
really
want
fast.
to, it's awesome. If you don't, it's okay.
Yeah, something super quick. Nothing that's gonna, Father God, thank you for every soul that's here today. I pray that everybody gets through this run safely. No one gets injured. Thank you for letting them be here today and let them get home back to their family safe and sound. In the name above all names. We pray, and then I did that, right? So. That right there, people were like, amen, and I'm like, whoa, and I don't like getting recorded when I pray and stuff like that, because I feel like that's kind of like also not, I mean, the Bible talks about it, right? Like, don't be like the hypocrites who pray and stuff like that. And I've always feel like that's a fine line, but sometimes people like to record it, and that's fine, right? But I feel like I don't want to be like that, I just do it because I want it to land on good soil, and you just never know who needs to hear something, you know? And that's where the whole prayer before the run thing started, and now at all the run clubs.
You do it,
You do it, and it's crazy,
Which
man.
is awesome.
And it's crazy because like the run clubs, like, we're having them each week, they keep growing, and I'm like, dang, like, I need help, like I'm going to start having run leaders, like my brothers, or my sister, her boyfriend Julian, my sister Lila, like just certain people, like just be run leaders, just to kind of help out and stuff. And if someone, like, my biggest thing is like, I don't like when people are standing around alone.
Right.
I mean, it takes a lot for them to just show up to something like that.
Oh yeah.
So I like to go up and talk to those people and be like, where'd you hear from us from? TikTok. Oh, come here, let me introduce you to somebody. She came from TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And then just start
conversation
and
building more community.
And then they'll be like, oh, I don't feel like going. no, they're gonna be like, dude, that was awesome. I have a friend there now. Like now I want to keep moving. I felt good after the run. Like
Yeah. They might connect via social media and be like, oh, are you gonna do the next one? I am. Or you? Oh, awesome. Okay, we'll see you there.
Networking.
Yeah.
You know, but now we have my friend Chef Palmer who does chicken teriyaki bowls. I don't know if you know who he is. Plant-based mommy's back there.
Right.
You know, we've go back forever, like years and years, you know. And we have like people reaching out to us, like Roadrunner, Lululemon, from the Run Club and RBN Fitness, the gym. They see how much that's grown too. You have people reaching out from like, you know, and it's funny because like these, and then there's nothing against them. They're not even from here, from the 805.
Right.
But yeah, like alcoholic beverages reaching out to you and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, that doesn't go.
Yeah, I know.
hard.
I know that like there's a lot of like organizations that they'll bring like a lot of those races that I did. Some of them will have like a free, like, oh, you get a free beer from like this vendor or something like that. I was just like, I don't need this. Like, I'm not going to drink it. But like, there's some locations that they'll do like ice cream or like a juice or something, like pancakes, like waffles. Like there's a waffle race one, and that's always pretty cool. But then there's other organizations that they do like I did a run not so long ago in Camarillo, the institution. Has their 5K, and I did it. And they give you a token. I just kept the token because it was like their logo, and it was like you could get a free beer or something like that, and like a snack if you turn it in. I just kept it and I like glued it onto the medal that they gave me.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Because they had their logo, the institution logo.
The institution. So now it's like that was from the institution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and people are trying to reach out. I mean, they've always reached out, but now it's just like you have races reaching out, like, hey, we're doing this 5K, we'll give your run club a discount, you know, or we have this half marathon, and people showed up to this last one, like, hey, like, who's the, you know, organizer here? Oh, me. I thought I was in trouble. You know, I was like, oh, dude, like, what? You know,
these people from the city, or like what's going on?
Like that, and they were just like, no, like, you know, we have these things. We'd love to have you guys. This is our run. You know, dude, this is awesome. You know, I've never done like a half marathon or anything like that, but I asked everybody, and everyone's game for it. So it's like now we can go as a community.
Nice,
you know, and they even said you could have your own booth, and we have an RBN booth, and we can be there under the tent, like hanging out, getting our gels, shirts, like whatever, you know. And
dude, I'm definitely gonna join you. If you do one, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I have another race coming up called. It's kind of funny. They get creative with some of these. It's in Santa Clarita, but it's the Sugar Daddy race, and it's for Father's Day. And then I've done it before, and this time, since I'm an actual father, this time I'm like, I need to earn my stripes this time. So it's gonna be amazing. A 6 mile, 6.2. It's a 10K, so it's 6.2.
Grab your baby right before the finish line. Finish with her. That'd be a good shot.
That would be.
You know, that's some free game. That'd be a cool shot. You know? I mean, that's amazing. Yeah, I mean the RBN Run Club and having Gio out there, the guy with the drone and stuff.
Right.
My buddy, I mean, he was a kid when I met him, dude, and seeing him in his element, awesome, and just good vibes, man.
Yeah.
And the community, and you're running and you see people like, what's this for? You guys are just running a run? Yeah.
But it's a club.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like
join us.
Yeah. And that's how the Run Club came about. Was after the 5K was the announcement of like, this is our Run Club. That was the whole.
Okay. So it's fairly recent then.
Yeah. So the post came in October, November about coming soon, and then I got Dr. Brothers Coffee.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're right. And then that's when I made the video, and I already had it all planned out. Like, this is the grand announcement. We're gonna be doing our Run Club every whatever, and the idea behind it was, we're going to hit different locations every week.
Right.
But we kept it at the pier. That was like the second one we went to.
Right.
Because everybody they loved it. First of all, it's a beautiful run.
Oh, yeah.
RBN
right next to the ocean, sunsets and whatnot.
RBN Fitness is located in Ventura.
Yeah.
You know, and it's easier, I think, for the members, the clients, and for new members and new Run Club members, just to kind of understand, like, every Thursday it's here no matter what. You know, so it's kind of confusing. You're like, well, where is it today? People have their lives going on.
Yeah,
you know?
no, that's true.
I was like, no, we'll keep it here. And unless it's like an event, like the Lululemon one on Thursday, then it's kind of understandable. Hey, it's not going to be here. It's going to be the event if you want to go, you know?
Gotcha.
And that's in June, so that would be cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
So are you going to plan on doing like do another 5K and then slowly build up to a 10K and then get into like a half
I feel like,
marathon or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like the RBN Run Club is so new and a lot of new runners and stuff like that. You have different paces.
Yeah.
But I think with time, as people start to get in the habit, I mean, it's cool at first to like run with the group.
Yeah.
But they're like, whoa, I felt good. Like, let me do 1 or 2 or practice a little bit more so I could try to finish the 3 at RBN Run Club. And then they get better, and then we could have different options, 3 or 5K. And then from there, hey, we're going to do a special training with this run leader because maybe I work or something.
Right.
You know? And that's the whole concept behind it. And then you'll meet up with this guy. He'll lead it. If you want to do a 10K, like this is the day for that, you know? And
you know, something that I've noticed with other, because I've done so many of those events, they get smart with it. So they'll have different, like, I guess, run leaders.
Yeah.
And they'll do all the events at once. So they'll have like a 5K, a 10K, and like a half marathon.
Yeah.
And they'll finish it all. So they'll be like, okay, our event is going to be from 7 o'clock in the morning till like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
But the entire time they're running a 5K, and the 5K is the first one to finish.
Yeah.
Then the 10K finishes, and then the half marathon.
Oh.
So like Nyland Acres, I've done that one a couple times. The Santa to the Sea.
Santa to the Sea. Yeah.
I did it last year, and that one they'll do. What was it they did? They have like the kids 1 mile run.
Yeah.
Then they have a weird
cool.
one where
kid one?
yeah, they have a kid one where like the kids just run for like 1 mile and then they'll finish it. I've seen other organizations do like a toddler, like
That's
it's literally
so
like
cool,
it's
man.
like they're just going like 50 feet, but it's like their version of it. And then they'll have the baby, the kid one where it's like a mile, and then they'll do the 5K, the 10K. I think Nyland Acres does a weird, or the Santa to the Sea organization does a weird one that's quarter marathon. It's like 7.5 miles. And
That's
then they
the
do the
Santa
half.
to the Sea.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they do like 3 events. They do I think they do a 10K, a quarter marathon, which is like 7.5 miles, and then the half marathon, which is the 13 point.
Maybe we
One
can
mile.
group to just start training for the half.
That'd be
That'd
cool.
be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because dude, all those all the times when they do that, it's obviously they're doing it for like they're trying to like make profit and like do it with different organizations, and they'll create the medals. But I could totally see this in the future of RBN. I'm gonna be praying for it too.
Oh yeah.
That there's gonna be like a RBN medal at the end of the race. That would be awesome.
You just opened up. Maybe I was here to hear that. You just planted a seed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I would, I would be like one of the first people to sign up for that race.
You just like, that was awesome what you told me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like write that down.
Yeah, because dude, they do that all the time. I normally go to I sign up to a lot of them over there in like Valencia and Santa Clarita area because they're the ones that are like, they have them throughout the year. Like most of the time, like it's one organization, they do like 7 different races, and then they do a lot of trail races, which
races that would intense, be dude. Calves would be burning.
I kid you not. Like I've done the longest one I've ever done is a marathon, 26.2 miles. Horrible. Wouldn't recommend it unless you train.
Amazing, bro.
Painful.
That takes grit.
If you were to ask me like what's the hardest run I've ever done, it was a 10K trail race that I did.
Oh, even more than the 26?
No, 6 miles versus the 26. The 26 was all downhill from Ojai to Ventura. Easy compared to the 6 miles going up and down hills. Oh my, I still have nightmares about that, dude. Like I was in so much pain. Like I have pictures of it where like the photographers take pictures of you and then they'll like you get the free photos
because like you have like a certain
you have the like little
something?
scanner thing, and you just see me, I'm like dying. I look like an old man just trying to like struggle through.
How were you
like,
the next day or two?
Dude, it rained on us. It became a mud run.
Oh,
I did not have the shoes for it. I had running shoes, not trail shoes.
Running shoes.
I did not have trekking poles, and then the other people were prepared. Dude, it was my first trail race.
You're a different breed. And you finished, right?
Dude, I literally just kept thinking like the only way out is through that, or they're gonna have to bring a helicopter and get me out of like. Dude, you're up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. There's no aid stations. There's no like. The only way you get out is if you keep going and just get out.
Did you feel like when you finished, like, super accomplished?
No, I wanted to die, dude. I was like, I'm never doing this again. And then like a week later, I was like, I need to do it again.
Yeah. Hey, but dude, I mean, you did it.
Yeah.
That. How many people can say they've done something like that?
Oh yeah, and then you get addicted, and that's why I have so many of
Look at
them.
that, man.
I have
That's
too
a lot.
many of them.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I counted 15.
Yeah,
Super
15 different events. Yeah,
Damn. Yeah.
intense.
I'm
yeah.
hoping that. Well, for sure. I mean, God willing, you know.
Yeah.
My Achilles tendinopathy or whatever doesn't like act up on me. I'm able to run right now, like the 5K.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do more now that I'm getting my legs back.
Yeah.
But I want to do. My goal is a marathon. You know,
Do the Ventura one.
that'd be cool.
That would be cool. If you get healed up,
6 months.
if you get healed up by then, it's in February of next year. My sister was already telling me, and my brother-in-law, they were like, let's do it. And I'm like, no, like, please, no, I don't know if I'm ready for that. They're like, let's do it. I'm like, oh man, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Yeah,
If you do it,
much
I'll do it.
convincing, huh?
No, I'll do it.
You
I'm
love
like,
it. I can tell.
I'm one of those people that like they like if someone tells me to do something hard, I'll be like, no. It's like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, I can tell that you love doing it, bro.
Oh yeah, I get it, dude. So the first one, me, my best friend, and my sister never ran any events.
Yeah.
First one, the marathon. That was my first event. First event ever. 26.2 miles. In my head, I don't know why, I was literally like the heaviest. 317 pounds. I'm over here like, yeah, I could do it. I was just being like too cocky, but I was just like, yeah, I could do it. I mean, I feel like it's just willpower. You can. How many times have we gone on vacation and then you look at your phone when you get back to the
20.
hotel and it's like, oh, I walked 15 miles or something like that. 26, dude. I literally was like lightheaded. I tried to like hydrate and everything, and I was just like, dang, like I can't believe I did that. Like that's like I had a call out 2 days after work.
Yeah.
Because I was like just
dead.
messed up. I literally just laid in bed for 2 days.
It feels like you're hit by like a train or something.
Yeah, I had to call out, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not going in.
I saw this meme, and it was like, training so I can beat. And I know this is a kind of weird. I don't know why I just thought it was funny. It's weird but funny, but not weird because it's like, sorry to all the victims. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it was like I'm training so I could beat Diddy's marathon time.
What was Diddy's?
I don't know, but Diddy did a marathon, and he actually had a solid time. So this guy, they're running, and they put that training to beat his time. I'm like, I'm gonna try to beat his time for like victims and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That would be actually pretty cool if you found out like what time he got.
He got like a pretty solid time.
There's been a lot of celebrities like
John Summit,
Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart. All those guys have done marathons, and like their times are pretty good.
Solid.
I'm like, dude, these guys are clearing like 3 hours in a marathon. I'm like, dude, I did not get anywhere close to that.
The Boston Marathon to qualify is like what?
So that Ventura Marathon, it's a qualifier.
Oh wow!
So if you get under, I think it's under 3 hours, you qualify for Boston.
Like 250 or something like that. Yeah, I have a friend who he went through a traumatic brain injury, and he was like, it took him a while to get his motor function back and stuff like that. But man, like he's running now. Like he's running. He says that it saved his life and all this stuff, right?
That's good.
But he almost qualified for the Boston.
No way.
Like recently. And I'm like, dude, you're going to get it. Like it's going to happen the next one. He's like, yeah, so, but it's just cool to see like how running can change, and their perspective on it. Like, because once you're running, man, it's just you versus you, and all those thoughts come in and got that David Goggins in you.
Yeah,
so,
dude, I got that book there too.
You got it there?
Yeah.
Oh, you do right there. I see it. It can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Dude, look, you're like locked in.
Dude, I feel like when running is like, it's going to sound weird, but it's like if you're an onion and you're just like running is like you slowly peeling layers off of yourself.
Wow.
And the more you run, the more layers you're physically peeling off of yourself. And it's painful, but at the end you become something new.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, that's mile by mile, right?
Mile by mile,
yeah. That's amazing.
And sometimes it's just about just keep going, Don't think about it. Because I think that's what is the most hardest part. It's not even running. Yeah. It's just the mentality of like, dang, I've been doing this for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and I have to keep going. I'm only halfway there. And it's like your mind starts playing tricks on you.
Yeah. That's the RBN Run Club, man. It was pretty crazy now. So we'll see what happens. I like what you said. We'll see what happens, but
Yeah,
just the beginning,
Well, as we get closer to closing this out, I wanted to ask you, what's pretty much the future of RBN and RBN Run Club?
So pretty much, it's always to grow, right? That's always been the goal, is to grow. And I feel like with RBN, like I look back and I'm like, from where it started to where it's at now, I would have never imagined, but as it's growing and stuff like that, because I don't think when you're like in a certain position, you can think that far. I mean, you can have those dreams and aspirations, but like if the reality of it isn't kind of matching up to it, it's kind of hard, right, to think like that because you're just trying to survive.
Right.
But now seeing all these things happening, I mean, now we're looking for bigger spaces, and that's going to be the goal, having, sleds that we can push on the turf and this and that, more machines and all that. Before, it was kind of hard to see that. Now that we're at where we're at, it's like we're already looking for a bigger space, So
that's how it always starts.
Yeah. Whether it's there, because we're kind of planning something out. Maybe like we'll keep the Ventura location and God willing have an Oxnard location or something,
or Camarillo,
or something. But to grow, right? So it just has to make sense. And if it makes sense and if it's God's will, I think that you're not going to force it.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen, but you still have to work and not be lazy and stuff like that.
Yep.
To be able to get to where, and I think along the way, it'll just open up, So before, like, I wasn't really looking for spaces. Now it's kind of like, okay, we're like shopping around.
We're thinking about it. We're
thinking about it and stuff. And with the Run Club, I like what you said, man. Maybe one day have a big event,
Bring a whole bunch of vendors. You already have the contacts for it. Just have like that lady that made the logo make a medal.
That'd be freaking crazy.
Imagine that. Yeah. You come to a finish line, finish a half marathon.
RBN.
Just right across is like a little...
Dude,
that would be sick.
That would be sick. And then just, keep doing the events we're doing, like connecting with like Roadrunner, Lululemon.
Right.
Charity events, nonprofits, helping out Nightland Promise and stuff like that. Those are the roots right there from the beginning. And just giving back any way we can, we're put in a position for reasons, and you don't know who might need something, Like, I never charge vendors or nothing like that.
Right.
They ask me and I'm like, dude, just pull up, like, because I know what it's like.
Yeah.
So,
especially when you're starting out.
And stuff. But I mean, everyone's amazing. You meet so many cool people, like vendors, you make connections, you help them out, they help you out. Like, it's just God's will, So, Run Club, keep growing and hopefully, medal with RBN, and then RBN just one day just have
multiple locations.
That's the goal.
I'm gonna speak it into existence. I could see you having like one in Ventura, like the location, or a bigger one, and then having one in Camarillo, and you never know, maybe one in Thousand Oaks or another one in Oxnard.
And I think
that'd be awesome to see.
It's so cool. And I think for me, it's like I told you in the beginning, I had investors, and one of them was local from Ventura, and he had like 4. How can I say it without burning him out?
Don't say names.
Yeah. So it was this guy, and he had some CrossFit gyms out here,
right?
And he was like trying to dip his foot in everything, like protein bars, gyms, videographers, like just taking over spaces, like buying out locations, like just growing,
right?
And I didn't even have any. I mean, I was just doing events at parks and stuff, and he wanted to do it. And then thank God that I had, people around me, because, there is sharks out there who want to take advantage of people, right? And they see something, right? And that's like one thing that one of my mentors told me. He said, if this guy believes in you, why don't you believe in yourself? And I was like, yeah, you're right. Because I was about to go all in. I was about to get like $200K, like, I think it was like 150. I forgot how much he was going to give me. He like offered it, right? But
for like full ownership.
I mean, it was going to be like, the split was going to be like 70-30, me 70, him 30. But the thing is, see, this is like business talk, but it was just like, you know, you go somewhere and you pay something off, stuff drops, right? Or I mean, or you go to a bank or something, like once you pay off the loan, it's gone,
right?
And it's yours, you know.
Not with him,
but with him, it was gonna be forever.
Contract,
so I mean, and he wanted everything. My personal clients that I already had, like he had it all in there. Me, Robin, RBN Fitness, like not just RBN Fitness, but everything that I already have going on.
Yeah.
So
pretty much years of clients and relationships.
So that was kind of hard for me. So like I was like, no, like I'm not even anywhere I need to be yet. Like I'm gonna grind it out and stuff like that. And then now I have like other investors that want to invest and stuff like that. And it's always like that trust thing where I'm like, how much longer can I go on my own and keep building on my own before I get a big investor?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to like go in too early. I want it to make sense. Like I want to feel it. Like, no, this makes sense.
Right.
I'm too little still.
Yeah.
Not that, you know, I am.
No.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You're not. It's not little. It's legit.
Yeah.
But I get what you mean. Like it's you don't want to skip, go straight from 0 to 100. You want to like take those steps.
Yeah.
And there's always wisdom within a group of people. So the fact that you have those people that kind of discouraged you from that first deal, even though it was a lot of money, it's a good thing. And so I'd say, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You obviously are doing great. You're already looking for possibly a bigger location or another location.
Yeah.
Just keep praying and then just let God's hand take you the same way that He's been taking you.
Yeah. And that's all you can do, man.
Yeah.
Give it to God and let Him guide you. That's it. And I feel like I lived my life for that. You know, I'm human. I'm not perfect. I struggle sometimes and I'm like trying to do things and force things and do this and do that. But it's kind of like, okay, wait, like God, like please just show me. And sometimes you don't like what He shows you and you're like, are you sure? And then it's like, no, and then it ends up better. The harder. So like you said something earlier about the Christian, you know, when you walk a certain way as a Christian or as a believer with faith, that it's harder sometimes. It is. It's the narrow way.
Yeah.
You know, that walk is the hardest walk, but it's the walk that leads to changing you from every aspect possible, you know?
The best life you can have.
Oh, man, it's beautiful.
Is the road
Life.
of the most resistance.
Yes. Amen. And that's all glory to Him always. So, yeah.
Well, I think this is a great way to end it.
Yeah.
I will be praying for you. I will be praying for your family and your son and
Thank you,
RBN.
brother.
And I hope I'm literally speaking into existence. I know that there's going to be more locations for you or a bigger location. And I could see RBN Run Club. It's going to go far.
And this podcast is about to take over too. I'm telling you.
I hope
and
so.
I'm going to pray and I'm going to speak into existence. And
Thank
you're going
you.
to just keep growing, man. I'm telling you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, you have it, bro. I like talking to you.
I got to get you back on. And we're going to do a checkpoint.
Checkpoint.
We got to do like another 6 months or something like that. And we got to bring you back on.
I'm going to be on here and be like, yeah, dude, we just had this crazy event. Look at these medals. And I'm going to bring you a medal. Or you'll probably already have it if I have something.
I'll already be wearing it. I'll wear it. I'll rep it.
The actual, dude.
I'll be repping it.
It's going to happen too. It always happens like that.
Exactly. Full circle.
Full circle.
This is just the beginning. This is the start.
It is just the beginning, brother.
I'll catch you on the opposite side.
Amen, brother.
All right, brother.
Dude, it was so awesome, dude. That was fun.
Alrighty, man. Let's end this.
Wow, that was cool, man.
Bye, everybody.